Pennsylvania. Tonight is the 37th annual Pittsburgher. As you are watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing, it's going to be hopefully a full grandstands here tonight. There's a lot of people here already. I'm James Essex, the voice of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, joined by Dustin Jarrett here tonight and Brian Spade, voice of the Rush Late Models. And an absolutely beautiful Saturday afternoon, a fall afternoon here in Western Pennsylvania, as we are commencing on, for the 37th time, a race that for the second year is going to pay $50,000 to the winner. Coming off a great show last night, Devin Moran with the win. The second year in a row he's won the Friday night edition of the Pittsburgher. Nearly 40 late models entered here tonight for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. As we will be coming up after the Rush Hot Laps, we will have a Dirt Draft Hot Laps, All-Star Performance Time Trials. We'll have 4 heat races. Those will be 8 laps apiece. We'll take the top 4. 2 B mains will be 10 laps apiece. We'll take the top 3. Then we'll settle up on provisionals. And then the 70-lap A main tonight. And again, that will pay $50,000 to win. Jonathan Davenport, the defending race winner here at Pittsburgh. This track first opened in 1979. The grandstands, by the way, came from the old Heidelberg Speedway, just south of Pittsburgh. That track closed in 1973. It was dirt and asphalt. That was a half mile. Back then was Heidelberg, and you see Pittsburgh a half mile. So several of the same amenities from there. And Blair Crest Jr. is the promoter and owner here at PPMS, a new concrete wall they put up here during the off-season. You see that there. As you see the crowd coming in, and you see the parking lot back there filling up. It's already full on the backside of the back straightaway as we have some tailgating going on. A good time here, an absolutely picture-perfect weather forecast here this evening in Imperial, Pennsylvania. Well, Dustin Jarrett, you and I have been coming here a long time, and this should be a great crowd, but how about the racing here last night? Not only in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, but the Rush Late Models and also the Penn, Ohio Pro Stocks. 2 and 3 wide racing all night long. The track got better as we got going. And how about Gary Stuhler last night? Not too bad for 70 years old. Came up through there from the B main, got the win. Did not get the win, but he was advancing up in that A main. But Donald McIntosh, the Hoker Trekking Hard Charger, had never been here before. A difficult track to figure out. Started 21st and finished 7th. All 24 starters finished the A main one night ago, DJ.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, James. It was another great night at Pittsburgh. This place, for whatever reason, just seems to race really well. I talked to a lot of guys earlier tonight that said they were surprised at how high they could run last night with that new concrete wall that you talked about. They said they weren't expecting that. They were expecting that groove to be at least a full car length off of the wall or maybe more. The one guy that mastered this track last night is the guy right back here behind me, Devin Moran. He got the win. Now, in his last 4 finishes at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, James, he's no worse than 2nd. He was the winner here last night. He was 2nd in last year's Pittsburgher. He was the winner last year on Friday. And the year before that, he was 2nd in the Pittsburgher as well. Now, by virtue of setting fast time in his group last night and that win, RTJ with a 9th place finish, Devin Moran now just 5 points out of the lead for the Big River Steel Chase for the championship presented by ARP. Why is that important? Well, because after tonight, only one race remains. It's Carl Short's Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora Speedway. Devin Moran has not led the series points, James, since April. Will he come out of here on top tonight? Well, we're going to find out a little bit later on. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway on this beautiful fall Saturday night in western Pennsylvania. And crowd continues to roll in. Got a long line out back to get tickets to come and see us tonight. And for those fans watching at home on Flow, we appreciate that as well. Look at this drone shot here of this racetrack. The first opened in 1979, the legendary Bob Waring Sr. Mr. Invitational won the very first late model race here in June of 1979. A great history here. Lynn Geisler, who's the car owner for Alex Free, the all-time winningest late model driver here, six-time track champion, 76 career wins. Got names such as Ben Miley, Davey Johnson, Steve Baker, Ed Free, your top five. Mark Banal as well. As you see the Big River Steel Chase for the championship presented by ARP Ricky Thornton Jr. 5 ahead of Devin Moran. Again, that's a dirt late model record, $250,000 to win the championship this year. Second place pays $200,000. Third pays $150,000. Fourth is $125,000. So you see the battle there, right there, the deficit between fifth and sixth. That is important as well because fifth place in the championship points pays $100,000. And that's the battle there between Garrett Alberson, who has it's $80,000 for sixth. Dalton McIntosh right now 10th, and he leads the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. In fact, last night, the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, we mentioned, his first time here at Pittsburgh, from 21st to 7th, and all 24 starters finished. There was no attrition here last night. And McIntosh, $20,000 to win the Rookie of the Year championship points, and then another $18,000 in contingencies. There you have Daniel Hilzebeck and Dan Ebert behind him. The schedule events coming up. We'll be off next weekend with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Then we go to Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway for Carl Schwartz 45th Dirt Track World Championship. $100,000 to win. Camping and tickets are on sale. They are ahead of the pace the last 2 years of the Big E. And right now, as we look at the extended forecast, about 70 degrees here in a couple of weeks, so it's going to be pretty nice. So get your tickets and camping, EldoraSpeedway.com, and that will decide the Lucas Oil Championship. A lot of backstory to that. Of course, the championship, and then you've got Brandon Shepard, who could become the first six-time winner of the Dirt Track World Championship, tied with the legendary Freddie Smith. Each have 5 victories in that historic race, the Crown Jewel event. And it will kick off 2025. This will be after the Daytona 500. Come 2026, we'll be at Alltech Raceway in Lake City, Florida, Ocala Speedway in Ocala, Florida, and then Golden Isles, and that'll be in Brunswick, Georgia. Of course, every lap, every race on FloRacing with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series again in 2026. Brian Spade's getting ready. The Rush Late Models, 40 plus of those drivers here tonight as well. Again, we got 6 drivers doing double duty again here tonight. In fact, congratulations to Carson Ferguson. Got the win last night in the Rush Late Model main event. We'll be right back. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing from Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway in beautiful western Pennsylvania.
I don't know what it is. I totally feel like I'm a kid again when I get on my buzz bike.
Horsepower, baby. You know me, I like horsepower.
We no longer bring golf carts to the racetrack because we have buzz bikes.
The University of Northwestern Ohio can turn your passion for all things diesel into a profitable career. On the shop floor, in our live engine rooms, or on the diesel dynos, 70% of your training is hands-on.
There's a good chunk of the time where you're just in the shop all day, and it's really enjoyable to apply what you just learned in the textbook.
From light duty to heavy duty, even specialty training in Mack and Volvo engines.
You can get pretty much a job anywhere if you're going to a top school for diesel, and they want you.
Get started today at unoh.edu.
Hey race fans, Burdick's RV Center is your full-line Renegade RV dealer in the Northeast. Travel to and from your destination in extreme luxury, Class C and Super C motorhomes like no other. Choose a new Renegade Explorer or the incredible Renegade Classic, while the new Renegade XL stands above them all. We'll help arrange financing and work with your trade-in too. So chase races, chase your dreams with Renegade at Burdick's RV Center in Cicero, New York, or burdicksrvcenter.com.
V-Land is proud to be an official partner of the 2023 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Check us out at www.vland.com for more info. See you at the races. ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's arp-bolts.com.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Automotive Racing Products, quality first and made in the USA. By Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Still about 80 degrees here on this beautiful fall evening for the Pittsburgher for the 37th time. And we talked about Devin Moran trying to become the second father-son. His dad, Donnie Moran, won this race 3 times. If Devin Moran wins tonight, it would be the second father-son combo to win. Don O'Neill is a 2-time winner along with Hudson O'Neill, so they would join the O'Neill family as winners, as father and son of this race. Brian Spade, they've run a lot of races here, over 800 races here. Who won the five? And I'll ask Dustin Jarrett as well. And I got my sheet here, my cheat sheet, right? The 500th race ever in the history of this racetrack was run in, hold on just a second here, in 2003. And the drivers racing tonight in the Lucas Oil Series that won that night. Do you have a, Dustin's going to chime in. Dustin.
Alex Ferree.
No.
Oh. I thought
Doug
I had that
Drown.
Oh, my, not Doug Drone, not his
Doug
evil
Drown.
twin.
That's right, Doug Drown won the 500th race ever here at PPMS on April the 5th of 2003. Of course, his car owner, longtime engine builder Brad Malkett, 1997 late model track champion, 11 career victories here. And one guy, DJ, I know you and I followed growing up, and I say that because you're a little bit younger than me. Tim Hitt won this race before. He's a 12-time winner, and we missed Tim Hitt. We lost him a couple of years ago, but so instrumental in and had one of the most beautiful race cars you'd ever see, right? The Red 68.
It was iconic, number one, but number two, it was, I don't think it was the first Pittsburgher I went to, I don't think. But the second one I went to was that infamous rainout where Tim Hitt actually came from the tail of the field the next day and passed Scott Bloomquist with, 2 laps to go to get the win. Incredible stuff, man.
Just an awesome, historic, racetrack. As I mentioned, the list of winners here. Again, Lynn Geisler, Ben Miley, Davey Johnson, Steve Baker, Mark Banal, Ed Ferree, Lou Bradish, John Flinner, How about George Kowatic?
Oh, my.
One career win here
Yes.
at PPMS, DJ.
Yes, absolutely. You know, the guys that would come from my neck of the woods there from Eastern Ohio and run as well. You talked about Mark Banal, right? But I mean, you know, I remember Bob Mosky from St. Clairsville, Ohio, coming over and running here just about every Saturday night. Ty Long from Cambridge would come over and run here a good bit as well, man. Just a racetrack that was it was and still is very, very deep in history and prestige. Of course, ran with Motordrome there for a long time as well, and then a track that right there by my house, the old St. Clairsville Speedway. Also, you had a lot of crossover between St. Clairsville, who ran on Fridays, and what used to be Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, now Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway on Saturdays.
Well, our good buddy Steve Shaver's got 4 career wins here. Not too bad, right? For Showtime there. He's the original Showtime. Steve Shaver, right?
That is 4 more wins than I will ever have at any racetrack in my entire life.
All right. Well, Dave Warren, you're going to welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're keeping track of all. We'll keep track of all football scores and so on. But Dave Warren, Power Sports. Denego, I tell you what, Denego Power Sports, we're going to got to get into the prize package. You've got to buy a ticket to the pre-advance for the Dirt Track World Championship here in a couple weeks at Eldora. Go to EldoraSpeedway.com. We're going to give away 3 prize packages, Dave, that week to some lucky fans if you've already brought your pre-sold tickets and so on, or however, you know, you got to do that. You're entering in a drawing. Tell us a little bit about what we're going to be giving away that week.
So in that package, we're going to give away a Denago pit bike, and then the part of the other partnership that we're doing with Lucas this year is we are giving away 3 pit bikes. 1 pit bike will go to the points championship, so our points champion, so that'll be between, seems like, Devin and Ricky at this point. One's going to go to the rookie of the year, which looks like it's going to be Donald, and then we're going to give one that we wrapped in Lucas logos and things
Very
like
nice,
that to give away with one lucky fan. So we're going to give that away during the World Championship as well.
So you got to get the tickets, got to get them in advance. Again, EldoraSpeedway.com. Camping tickets still available. Again, what I like to hear is that pre-sale tickets are ahead of the last 2 years, so that's always good. And the extended weather forecast looks pretty good right now. Of course, that can change. We know how that is here around this area, but looks pretty good.
It's been a pretty good fall. The last 2 days here have been amazing, and hopefully we get that here in 2 weeks.
What about tonight? Who are you going to go with tonight to win $50,000?
So we had him over at the campground earlier today, and he's become a really good friend. So I got to go with Devin going back-to-back tonight.
There you go. Not bad at all. His dad wasn't too bad either, right? He was a 3-time winner of this race here. Let's talk about Dave Warren Power Sports. If they want more information on you and what all, I mean, you've got a whole bunch of, I mean, you're in a lot of things.
Yeah, we sell everything from power sports to golf carts to e-bikes to trailers. You know, I get teased a little bit from my friends that, you know, are we going to start selling earthworms there too? So, but no, we do a lot. And if you want to find out more of what we do, we deliver, you know, to all 50 states. And you can find more at DaveWarrenPowersports.com.
McCready will be, you got to get McCready to the Dirt Track World Championship.
He's going to be there. I can confirm that he will be there.
What about Boom?
Boom will be there. I don't know if Boom's driving yet, but both of them will be there for sure.
Well, we appreciate everything you do for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It's been fun last couple years with us, and hopefully we'll continue that in several more years.
Yes. I appreciate being on with you, and it's great to be with the Hall of Famer.
I think Dustin has a question. Dustin, for Dave Warren.
Yeah,
yes.
No, I do. Yes, go ahead, caller. You're on the air. I ran into Dave yesterday, and he and I talked a good bit throughout the course of the year last year. Dave, I am very curious. What all do you have in stock right now up there in terms of power sports and that sort of thing?
So we carry Argo, which is the amphibious vehicle that goes both on land and water, and we carry Segway, which obviously was, you know, the prize package that we gave away last year. And then I'm happy to say that we just closed a deal. I actually signed the paperwork before I left to come here for Kawasaki. So we're going to be the new Kawasaki dealer in the area, and looking forward to that.
DJ, did you have amphibious on your bingo card tonight?
No, but we may need those amphibious vehicles come April. I know how the weather is in some of these places. That's awesome, Dave. Good stuff, man. I'm proud to call you a colleague in this sport. Even prouder to call you a friend. Thanks for everything you do, brother.
Thank you, DJ.
All right, Dave, we appreciate it. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Just stay up here and do a little color commentary at some point.
Hey, if you need me, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Dave Warren. Dave Warren Power Sports. Again, go to EldoraSpeedway.com. If you buy advance tickets, you're entered into a contest. Going to give 3 prize packages the week after next, the week of the Carlos Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship. $100,000 to win. A lot of interest the last few years in this. And now you've got Ricky Thornton Jr. and Devin Moran. It'll be settled there for the championship. You'll see if Brandon Sheppard could win 6 of them, which would be the most ever. You've got this Rookie of the Year chase. Donald McIntosh right now in control, but it's Eldora. Ricky Thornton Jr. got his first crown jewel victory there, of course, on the World 100 back in the month of September. Devin Moran, of course, his dad, a 4-time World 100 winner, a former Dirt Late Model Dream, the first $1 million man in 01. But Devin Moran has never won a crown jewel race at Eldora. Jonathan Davenport, not won the Dirt Track World Championship. Hudson O'Neal either. They're in there in that battle for 6 figures. 3rd and 4th in the points. And as I mentioned, Brandon Sheppard, it's $100,000 for 5th. Pretty impressive. $1.3 million up for grabs. Don't forget Crown Jewel Cup, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this year. We have 11 events that pay $50,000 or more to win this year, and we're looking forward to it as their work continues on the 2026 schedule. More to be released on that later, but Brian Spade, what about it, man? That's a lot. $1.3 million. You've settled cases for this more than that, right? Or not?
I don't know about that, my friend. I mean, it's I do divorce and custody, so usually there's
right.
Some of those
with everything, DJ.
I thought that was Brian's fee for doing these things.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
DJ. One question. It's good to be a sprint car and a late model driver in 2025, right? The money up for grabs, not only high limit Lucas, but everybody else.
Absolutely.
Is just better, bigger and better than before, right?
Bigger than better than before. You nail. I can't even follow that.
and I know, and guys, I know it's not as much as what you talked about, but I'm proud and pleased to announce tonight that Jeremy Wunderling has clinched the Rush Dirt Late Model Touring Series and the Rush Weekly Series Championship for a total of $25,000.
There you go.
Which, you know, that's the richest point fund award for any crate late model driver in America ever.
That's awesome.
I'm happy and excited for Wunderling, for Rush, and maybe one day we'll get to 1.3 million. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I tell you what, there's Jeremy on the screen right now, the number 3 J car out of Wellsville.
I don't know why, but that's just a sharp-looking race car to me. I mean, every time I see it. Jeremy was in an accident earlier, wasn't he?
Back in January.
Not a racing accident.
No. He and his wife and son Carson were driving. I don't remember from where, but they ended up in a head-on crash where a drunk driver hit them, and they all suffered some injuries in the accident. It was very scary for him, his wife, and their son because they ended up all going to separate hospitals.
Oh my!
But they made it to our banquet in early February, sore, but nonetheless very lucky. And I'll tell you what, it's a culmination to go through something like that at the beginning of the year, to nearly lose your life and get an appreciation for how important life is, and also, you know, your family, your son, and then coming back, going through the season that he has, and picking up his 5th title, unprecedented 5th title, 25 grand. We're excited for him and the entire series, and we want to thank all our sponsors for that. So
Mason Ziegler, man, heartbreak last night. He had that race in the bag, didn't he? We have a caution too there, and Carson Ferguson, Max Blair was in there, and that Carson Ferguson, he can wheel it, can he? He did a good job and got the victory.
Yes, he can. And you know, what was interesting in Victory Lane, Mason was talking about the fact that, you know, the car just wouldn't take off. He was having some struggles, but you know, last night in the this gives them a chance to really, that gave them a chance to really get ready for tonight. And I'm sure that the 25Z team is going to be ready to roll for tonight. I think that we're going to see those 3 cars be the guys that everyone's going to be chasing again tonight. That would be Carson Ferguson, Max Blair, and
Mason
Ziegler. Thank you. What happened was I stuttered because I was also thinking about Christian Schneider. I mean, he came through the field in that 56 car, and he was really flying. And you know, it was a really impressive run for him. And there you see the Max. There's Robbie Blair on screen right now.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
Ziggy didn't want to be on camera.
No,
there's Matt Cosner right there with him. Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing you next year. I'm sure we'll see you at the Firecracker. Yes. Always a great event there. Yep. Coming up in June of 2026, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And we'll see you back here, I'm sure, 1 year from today. But you never know where else, right?
I agree. We've loved.
It's awesome.
We love working with you. We get the sense you love working with us, and we hope we're able to do this more often than just 3 times a year. That's twice at Pittsburgh and once at Lernerville. So
there's Dan Ebert right there. Met his mom earlier. Dan Ebert completing his first full. How would you like to? We had a front row last night at the B main of Montana and Minnesota right here in Western. Dan Ebert, a former snowmobile racer and former USMTS modified racer. So I don't think they're doing. Is there many snowmobiles around Western PA? Do you know?
There are, but we don't have enough snow really to have snow. We do it sometimes, but not enough to really enjoy having a good snowmobile run at times. There's a young lad down there in the grandstand that likes to flag the series. He's got the Lucas Oil late model. That's a future flagman there for you.
There you go. Well, Brian, I'll let you take over as we're packing. Looks good. Looks going to be ready to go. Great show last night. Let's have a good one tonight, brother.
Same. I agree with you, James. Thank you very much. There's Mike Wunderling on screen right now. What's happening right now, folks, we've got the first set of our 5 hot lap groups out there to help run in the bottom of the racetrack with the track crew. So you're seeing Mike Wunderling out of Wellsville, New York. Last night had some struggles, didn't qualify for the main event. Mike in car number 18 is the brother of Jeremy Wunderling. He's also, again, from Wellsville, New York. Mike is in his last 2 races. He's calling it quits. He's over 50 now, and he's just a truck driver. He's busy with his job, wants to spend more time with some family. Can't blame him there, but he'll be moving on from the 2025 season on to greener grass, I suppose, and then, of course, in about 2 years, he'll be back with a race car. The 11A of Ashton Briggs, a young lad in his 20s out of Erie, Pennsylvania, part of that Briggs clan up there. Then Ashton's been competing with us for several years now. Good racer. Still trying to get the hang of the crate late models, but excellent nonetheless. A good competitor and a great addition each and every race for our series. There's last night's winner, the number 1F of Carson Ferguson. That car was on rails last night, but for a late race caution, Mason Ziegler would have won that event. He gave up the outside lane on the restart to Carson, and Carson took full advantage of that and moved forward in the triple electric CSP car number 1F. He'll be back into competition tonight. I'll tell you what, and as Matt Bernard is on the screen, he's a driver out of Oakdale. Interesting, in the first group of the qualifying Group A, you've got Jeremy Wunderling. You have also in there Mike Wunderling. Maybe it was the other group that I saw. But there's like a lot of top guys, a lot of hot guys in one group. And it's going to be interesting to see. Here's the 3J. We were talking about him a little bit earlier. Jeremy Wunderling, our 2025, now 5-time series champion with the Huvis Auto and Truck Supply presented by Born to Run Lubricants, competing in a Flynn's Tire Gunter's Honey Touring Series event here tonight. And he won that championship. That's $25 grand. He won the Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Weekly Series Championship worth $5,000. And to top it off, when I talked to him earlier tonight about it, he reminded me I also got $1,000 for winning the Track Pack bonus program at Bradford Speedway in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Congratulations to Jeremy. Devin Brannon. Devin works at A&B, which is a classic car restorer. And I believe he works with his father, Alan, and they restore classic cars. Down there in Winchester, he's driving that number 137. Again, that is Devin Brannon. Also out here on the track, as we get ready to go hot lapping, there is the number 4 of Jason Knowles. Jason out of Addison, New York, one of the top stars in the class. Put some new skin on that last night. It got a little damaged in an incident, but he's back racing and running with us. Drew a number 4 pill tonight, so he's going to be up near the front of all the action here this evening. Again, Jason Knowles out of Addison, New York, a champion at the Woodhull Raceway a couple years ago. There's Dylan Brown. Dylan is out of Gaffney, South Carolina. Strong runner at Cherokee Speedway. And Dylan had decent run last night. He managed to get up into the top half of the field. He's looking for a lot more tonight. He's finished in the top 5 in this event before. There's Nico DeBecco. Talked to him in the pit area. Nico DeBecco in the N1. Last night the fuel pressure went away on car number N1, and that forced them into the pits. He says he feels really good behind the wheel. Should, because Michael Norris, his brother-in-law, gets that car set up for him. 2C Zach Carley blew an engine last night. In the number 2C. He's got a new power plant underneath the hood. Came prepared with that from Freedom, New York up near Buffalo. As the cars continue to circle the speedway here on our live timing, we're going to try to get a shot at how the hot lap times are going. White flag is out. Here's the 02 of Hollywood Ben Easler. Ben, again, out of Linesville, PA. 20-year-old racer as the checkered flag comes out. And there's the 3J of Jeremy Wunderling again. Having a little technical difficulty with the My Race Pass connecting up with the folks down in the trailer. We'll get that straightened out here as Jeremy crosses the line. So those cars will head into the pit area. Again, that was Wunderling, Carly Easler, Knowles, Brandon, Nico DeBecco, Matt Bernard. I'm going to mess that name up all the time. Dylan Brown, and Ashton Briggs. Matt came up to me and said, how many times can you butcher my name here tonight? We joked about it, but you know, you've done this before, James. You say a name the wrong way the first, and you can't get it out of your brain. It's really hard, and we'll get it straightened out. So, all right, coming onto the track next, we got the 17G. He went tireless last night in the feature, and I think the team has got that straightened out. Kind of a little bit of embarrassing moment for Zach Gunn. He lost a tire on the pace lap and ended up getting towed in. But he'll be back running. He had a strong run last night in the qualifying events, and Zach Gunn out there. There's Carson Ferguson again on the track. He was part of our second group of qualifying. Some of those guys came out to help us run in the bottom of the Speedway. Ferguson looking to win his second in a row tonight and try to take home $14,000 worth of prize money in feature race purse competition. There's a 111D of Demetrius Drelis, nicknamed Double D. He's out of Queensbury, New York. Currently the leader in the rookie point standings for the Rush late models. And he actually, last night, because Zach Carley suffered a blown engine, he actually, with the 3C Graphics Rookie of the Year, Chase is actually in really good shape to possibly pick that up by the time we finish the season next Saturday night at Lernerville Speedway. Mike Wunderling coming back out. That's the Leitzels car number 18. That's a little difficult to read the number on this side of the car. Some heavy-duty contact last night between he and Zach Gunn during the heat race. Put some a racing stripe. They didn't crash, but they certainly made each other known to one another on the front stretch a couple of times. There's a 29 of Ryan Hare. Ryan out of West Virginia, one of our regular competitors. Nice kid, really good family, and they compete with us. Like to race around the circuit, enjoy the traveling quite a bit. He'll also run at tracks in West Virginia on a regular basis. Of course, Tyler County, one of our rush tracks, Ohio Valley Speedway as well. There's a driver that came tonight, did not race with us last night due to other obligations at work. It's Michael Reft. Mike Reft in car number 9R, former champion here at the Speedway. Good competitor and a fun racer to compete with here at the 9R in the Posties car number 9. Again, 91, Brody Orovitz from down the road in Oakdale. Brody, a young racer, driving his machine here tonight. Brody Orovitz in car number 91B. One more lap around, and here comes the 5L of Peyton. Excuse me, Peyton Dalton in that 5L machine. Peyton is 23. He's a corrections officer out of Morgantown, West Virginia. He goes around the outside of Carson Ferguson as the hot lapping comes to near an end. And there's the 71W. That is Jackson Billick. Jackson, a steel worker out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania, is 21 years old, driving one of his father, Jake's cars in the Crate Lates. Jake ran in the Pro Stocks last night. Jake's son, Jacob Jr., and Jackson, his sons, competing in the crates. And Jake said last night he's hoping to get a third car so that he can go crate racing in 2026. Coming onto the track next, the 33X of Logan Zarin. Logan's going to be doing double duty tonight in both the Lucas cars and the Rush cars. That is the Greg Beach owned machine. It's sponsored by Anarchy Customs. Logan Zarin, again, car number 33X. 45, the veteran, Tim Schaefer, former champion of the Knoxville Nationals in sprint car competition. Tim, driving that car, picked up, has 2 career wins with us. 52-year-old racer in the Gun Nicholas Racing Kendrew's Lounge machine. Nicknamed the Steel City Outlaw for all of his exploits in sprint car racing. Loves this Rush car. He'll tell you that. He has a lot of fun racing it. Loves the late model. Kyle Zimmerman in car number 31. Now, Kyle is a second-generation racer. His father, Keith Zimmerman, a champion in his own right up in Northwest Pennsylvania. Kyle has done the same, winning super late model title at Erie's Speedway. I think he won that twice. He's also been a Rush champion up there. But more importantly for Kyle, Kyle's gotten into the race car building business, and this is his first chassis, and it's actually run very, very well. He hasn't named them yet, but he wants to do this more and more, and I think you're going to see this chassis out. He drives for Jonathan Stockdale. Jonathan's son Logan is a teen racer. He's raced a couple of times to try things out, and he will be in competition next year. We expect to see double duty on that. Forrest Trent is out of Tennessee, driving car number 101. Forrest, we were talking about this last night, a contractor by trade, but does a lot of disaster relief work, attending to people at hurricanes and tornadoes. Forrest Trent, a great story there. Did not run last night with us. Intended to do so, but there were some technical issues that needed to be addressed, and he didn't have time to deal with them because of his trying to get the Lucas car ready as well. Here's Steve Baldwin, driver out of Trenton, Ontario, Canada. He is the 4-time champion of the Brighton Speedway up there along Lake Ontario. Came a long, long drive, but he loves this speedway, I'll tell you that. And it's great to have Baldwin come into competition. Chuck Medved, veteran racer in the 2M car. Always great to talk to Chuck. You know, Chuck's one of those guys, he's a big man. You almost be afraid to go talk to the guy, and then you talk to him, and he's so shy, it's hard to get a word out of him. He's really such a nice guy to talk to, Chuck Medved. Tommy Schernhofer Jr., high side hammer, always drives with a level of confidence that demonstrates the skill that he has behind the wheel. He's driving in both divisions tonight. And the number 56 of Christian Schneider, you will hear that name tonight. Guaranteed. He won here in July in our series at the Duke George Memorial. Finished in the, second spot last night after passing Ziegler and Blair late in the race. So Christian Schneider had a great run in his family-owned number 56 machine. There's the guy we were talking about earlier, Mason Ziegler, in the green lane, car number 25Z, the driver out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, won the Bill Emig Memorial for $20,000 when we were with the Lucas cars at the Firecracker event at Lernerville Speedway. He's hoping to grab $10,000. Now there you go. For running a crate car, you run 50 laps there, 40 laps here, and you get a total of $30,000. That's pretty darn good when it comes to crate late model racing, and that's what we like to present at the Rush Racing Series. 14G is Jake Gunn. We talked about his brother Zach earlier tonight. They drive for their father Scott Gunn, the Scott Gunn Racing. The Gunns have competed here for many years, finally entered victory lane in 2025. Jake once, Zach twice. Here's the 32A of Austin Allen, one of our superstars on the series. I'll tell you, he's a guy that you think, oh, he's going to be mid-pack, and then all of a sudden he comes rushing to the front. I talked to him tonight. He said this car was absolute junk last night, that 32A going into turn one. Austin Allen threw everything at the car tonight to try to change up the setup. He's hoping that he gets a much improved tonight here. There's a number 84, former track champion Cole Petrell. This Fallensby, West Virginia racer has competed for a number of years here at the Speedway. Not as regular this year as in the past. Cole's business interests have taken over some of his time, but nevertheless a great runner. Tom Snyder. Now this car won this event 2 years ago with Joe Martin behind the wheel. Joe had to take a break from racing full-time as a result of some medical issues, and but Tom picked up the mantle, drove the car. He's picked up some wins at Dog Hollow Speedway, a track near here. But he's out tonight, could not run last night because he was competing at Dog Hollow. Here's the 51 of Austin Hauser. Austin out of Grand Island, New York, which is that small island between Buffalo and Niagara Falls and the Niagara River. Austin Hauser finished second last Sunday at Bradford Speedway, his best career run in the Rush Racing Series. The winner of the D&V Jewelers non-qualifiers race from last night, Bill Holmes, is here with us tonight. Bill driving the number 8. East Concord is east of Buffalo, New York, and that's where Bill is from, and he's a demolition contractor. Great to have Bill with us. Coming onto the track now, another new arrival tonight, was unable to compete last night. Garrett Paw, driving car number 03 out of Bellington, West Virginia, and he's in the Paw Racing, Talbot's Funeral Home, car number 03 out there in turn number 2. Garrett has one feature win to his credit. on the Rush Racing Series, and that was here at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway when he won the Jick George Memorial Classic of several years ago. 42 of Daryl Charlier, former champion here at Pittsburgh. He owns Three Rivers Karting. He's driving the Matt Dobnak-owned number 42. Three Rivers Karting is an indoor karting facility located in Pittsburgh. And I'll tell you what, all you local fans, if you want to go have some fun on a Saturday night, look up Three Rivers Karting. That is owned by the guy driving the number 42 right now on the Speedway. You want to check it out. It's an entire indoor karting facility. It runs all year long. And you can, they even do like a bowling tournament. They have racing tournaments. I mean, they do that stuff there. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out. Daryl's invested his life in that place now, and please go check out Three Rivers Karting, proud sponsor of the 42 in here. 99, Kyle Hardy. He's trying to secure the second spot in our series run. Kyle was the 2021 series champion. He really made a run at Jeremy here in the late part of the season, picking up 3 feature wins, and he's on the run here in the 99, as we mentioned, and we'll watch him tonight. Had a decent run last night. The 77 of Tom Klein. Tom is out of Rochester, Pennsylvania. He, too, picking up his first ever feature win here. That car has autism colors in the number 77. That's after his father, Rob Klein, has a grandson that has autism, and he wanted to honor his grandson this weekend with that autism color in the numbers of the number 77. There's the 72. The only female racer on the track tonight, Cassidy Kamaker. You know, don't give her any short shrift. She's the 2024 series champion. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people like to sometimes say, oh, she's just a lady racer. I'm telling you, these women coming up through the sport are some of the top racers. They're learning at go-kart level, and they're getting a lot of experience behind the wheel. Here's the Ford Junior of Jake Billick Jr. His brother Jackson was out there earlier tonight. This is a brand new paint job on this car, all back in black, as it says. 24C, I'll tell you what, it's always nice, James. We get this as announcers. Rob Cafaro. He owns Cafaro's Pizza, Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, Grove City, Pennsylvania. He come up to me tonight. He says, you know, I really appreciate that you mentioned me and the pizza. I have people come into my establishment that say, I heard about you at the racetrack. That's what it is about, supporting those drivers, those sponsors that are competing at the Speedway. That's Rob Cafaro, owner of Cafaro's Pizza, the pizza man. I told him, you need to get some T-shirts for the kids. They love that stuff. And maybe we could do something.
That doesn't look like a wrap. That looks like that's hand-painted on there.
It is.
Like
Rob's low buck, but I'll tell you what, he's serious, and he really hopes to do a lot better tonight. He said he'd come here earlier in the year when it was not as slick, and he got a little loose last night, so we'll see. As they're crossing the track, and we're ready to go pretty soon with hot laps and time trials for the Lucas cars. And James, again, it's a pleasure working with you tonight. It's going to be a good show.
Always, brother. Awesome break. Take us to break, Brian. You have the honors tonight, sir. You go right ahead.
I can do that. We're here at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. We'll be back on FloRacing. Stay tuned here at Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, Group Number 1, Dirt Draft Hot Laps of Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Well, he's still sporting that Midwest spoiler. That is Ricky Thorne Jr. He's won this race twice. Big bucks on the line tonight for the second year in a row. $50,000 to win. RTJ. And again, he is in the Hoker Trucking Ultimate Towing and Recovery Knights Company's entry out of Chandler, Arizona. Clements Power Plant under the hood of that Bobby and Jessica Kohler entry. 56 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series as we're in group number 1, and that's Brandon Shepard. Runner-up last night. Friday nights have been pretty good for B. Shep. Second at Brownstown last week at the Rayburn and Nick Hoffman. And in second last night, 35 career wins for Brandon Shepard in the Valvoline Sorbent Calf Ranchers number 1. There's the 49 car, 3-time Lucas Oil champion, 91 victories in the series. Only behind the legendary Scott Bloomquist. That is Jonathan Davenport, the Nutrient Ag Solutions. Mark Martin out of a Midway Sheet Metal 49 car. There's the 76 car, the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory Team, Garnto Southern Dude Wipes entry. That is Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton out of Evans, Georgia. He currently sits 7th in the points. Cornet Power under that Longhorn number 76. There's the 66C. RH Lap Mechanical, Nelson Auto Sales entry for Matt Cosner. Matt out of Ridgely, West Virginia, in the 66C. You saw the 19M pass him by. That's at the front. Joseph Joyner out of Milton, Florida, in the Colton Miller JCM Motorsport Yellowhammer. Neon Bubbles Car Wash, drybarstow.com. Clyburn Tank Lights 19M out of Milton, Florida, for Joseph Joyner. Johnny Hotchkiss out there. And there's the teammate to Brandon Shepard. Had to be 2-time Pittsburgher winner, former Lucas Oil champion. The Sorbent Calf Ranchers Valvoline. Houston, Ohio is the home now of Josh Richards. Josh Richards in car number 1. 48 car, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year back in 2016. That'll be Colton Flinner. Colton Flinner, the John Johnson owned 48 car. Out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania. Should have Daniel Hilser back out there, second in O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. There is the 22 Enterprises. That is the Banning Chiropractic capital of Daniel Hilsebeck out of Earlham, Iowa. Johnny Hotchkiss, I do not see. He is out there, former track champion here in the 69 car. He comes to us out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, attention in the grandstands. We've got a dark blue Dodge 1500 PA license plate number ZHV0137 located in drive-in parking spot number 3. You need to report to your vehicle and move it forward, please. Once again, dark blue Dodge 1500 PA license plate ZHV0137 in drive-in parking spot 3. Please report to your vehicle immediately. Back to you, James.
Yeah, thank you. They're still lined up out there to come in. This place is going to be, the parking lot's getting full. Brownstown, we had to close 2 gates last week. Unbelievable. The crowd's following the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. You got the best drivers on the planet here in the best series. There's the 555 car. That'll be Brock Pinkerus. Brock Pinkerus out of Ellenville, New York. There's the 111. Plans to return to the Lucas Oil Series next year full time. That'll be Max Blair. Max Blair out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. The Brad Spoch has 111, the Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Max Blair. There's the 6 car. Man, another heartbreak hotel. Had a strong run at Knoxville. A good run last night. Did not end up where he wanted to in the final rundown. That is Clay Harris. Clay Harris in the 6 car. He comes to us out of Jupiter, Florida, in the Wilkerson Farms Impact Electrical number 6. Behind him, he won the Rush Crate late model race last night. A good run in the Lucas Oil race as well. 4th last week at Brownstown, the Hoopaw Grading Company, Coleman Farms 93 of Carson Ferguson, the Paler Sports Motorsports 93. He comes to us out of Lincoln, North Carolina. There's the 12 car. The Harris Walmsley Enterprises entry, that is Ryan Montgomery. Ryan Montgomery in that Longhorn out of Fairmont, West Virginia in the 12M car. Also out there should be the 14 of Dan Angelico. There's the 3, the W3, that'll be John Wayne Weaver. John Wayne Weaver, he is out of Commodore, Pennsylvania in the W3 car. And Dan Angelico out there. There's the J4 car, former track champion at Lernerville. That is John Garvin Jr. John Garvin Jr. out of Sarver, Pennsylvania in the J4 car. And as I mentioned, Dan Angelico made the show last night out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania in car number 14. By the way, Josh Richards, he was the fastest in that first group of hot laps. for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. There's the number 1 Cochran car, and that'll be owned by Lynn Geisler, is the all-time winningest driver here at PPMS. Alex Fareed, 23 career victories here at the half mile. Carson Ferguson, 17.536. 17.536. And Dustin Jarrett, Carson Ferguson, 4th in the Jackson 100. A good run here last night, and he won the Rush Late Model feature. As that team, they've had speed all year long, just a lot of bad luck, man, especially in Knoxville.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, there was a point in the season where he was right there, kind of in that 6th, 7th position there for a little stretch in the season. I'm telling you what, man, that first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series feature win is coming. By the way, he ran really good here last year, James, in his first ever Pittsburgher start. He finished 9th. I would expect another solid run for the Donald and Gina Bradshaw team here this evening.
Thank you, DJ. Garrett Alberson will lead out group number 3 here. And that'll be the 50 car, the Rumble Machine Machine Valley Transportation Sunoco low voltage solution for Ken and Beth Roberts out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Right now, he sits in position number 6 in the points. There's the 60 car. He's out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. First time here at Pittsburgh. That is Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert out of Lakeshore, Minnesota in that rocket chassis car. Collins Brothers towing entry. There's the 99 car, the winner here last night. 2 wins here at Pittsburgh. His dad, Donnie Moran, won the Pittsburgher 3 times. He's in the C&W Trucking Big River Steel 99 for Roger Sellers. Double Down Motorsports, Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio. Behind him, a driver, he's a 2-time Pittsburgher winner. Robbie Allen turning the wrenches on that car. That'll be Greg Satterley. Greg Satterley in the Classic Inc. Satterley Motorsports 22 out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. Also in this group, there's the 25Z. Keep an eye on him tonight, the Green Lane RBS entry. That'll be Mason Ziegler. Mason Ziegler, the Rookie of the Year in the Lucas Oil Series back in 2018. He is out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. There's the 94 car, first time with us this weekend. First time with the series in a couple of years. That'll be A.J. Campbell. A.J. Campbell comes to us out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania in car number 94. Sporting the breast cancer awareness car, that is Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson, currently 8th in the championship points out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, in the James Ratliff entry. There's the 101, the Driven to Save Lives Team Zero car. That is Forrest Trent. Forrest Trent out of Morristown, Tennessee, in the 101. Should have the 93 car. There he is, the PPC Poncho's Racing Products entry. That is Sunoco sponsored car. Corey Lawler. Corey out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. There's the Easy 1. That is Ron Fink. Ron Fink out of Cumberland, Maryland in the Easy 1. All right, Group 3, Garrett Alberson at 18.155. Again, Dirt Draft giving away a cash award to the driver of the most hot lap, leading hot lap attempts this year. Alberson will be right in there probably. Haven't checked the latest, and we'll find out at Eldora in a few weeks. Again, that'll be our next race after tonight at Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. The season ender, the Dirt Track World Championship, Carl Short's Dirt Track World Championship, $100,000 to win. Again, camping tickets still on sale, EldoraSpeedway.com. There's the 1Z car. He is out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania, the All-American Framers, Napa Racing entry. That will be Logan Zarin. Logan Zarin out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania. Great run for Donald McIntosh last night. 10th in the series points. First time here. Last year's Spring and Southern Nationals champion. But he started 21st and finished 7th in a race that all 24 starters finished the race. So he did pass a lot of cars. There was no attrition. So good job for Donald McIntosh in that H&H Auto Sales entry. There's the 2 car, the Alan Murray owned car for Scrub, Rick Eckert. Rick Eckert, a former winner here at Pittsburgh. He is out of York, Pennsylvania. He has 3 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the M&M Construction and Painting entry. Behind him in the Frozen Farmers Hard Scrabble Delmarva entry, that'll be Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson, he is out of Georgetown, Delaware in car number 7. Body the 71 car, the Merrill Bonding, Wheeler Meadows. Big River Steel entry, fourth in the points. It'll be Hudson O'Neal. Hudson O'Neal, former winner of the Pittsburgher. 34 career wins for the Martinsville, Indiana native. In car 71. Also on the track, there's the 79 car and Brad Malkin's entry. That'll be Doug Drown. Doug Drown out of Wooster, Ohio in 79. He's the Malkin's Tavern entry. Brad Malkin, former track champion here at Pittsburgh. There's the 09 car, the Dust Pods, Hellraiser Jack's entry. That is Michael Leach. Michael Leach in the Lowenbro Motorsports entry out of Sun River, Montana in the 09 car. The 24 car out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. That'll be Tyler Wyant. Tyler Wyant in car number 24. Also should have the Beast of the East out there. That'll be first off Tommy Schoenhofer. Tommy Schoenhofer back with us for a couple years in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Also should have the 4 car. There he is, the Lincolnfelder Mechanical. Solid run last night in that B-main to make the show. That is Gary Stuhler. Gary Stuhler out of Greencastle, Pennsylvania, the 70-year-old veteran in his 50th year of racing. Eckert, 18.286 in group number 4. So Rick Eckert in an Alamo, it's a brand new car, 18.286. Hudson O'Neal, Ross Robinson, and Donald McIntosh. So they continue to file in here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. A beautiful fall Saturday night for the 37th time the Pittsburgher for the second year, $50,000 to win. Coming up next, we'll have All-Star Performance Time Trials. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing from Imperial, Pennsylvania. Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Night number 2 here of the Pittsburgher 50,000 win Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Dirt Draft hot laps are over. It's time for All-Star Performance Time Trials. It'll be the 19M up first. He is out of Milton, Florida. It's at the front. That'll be Joseph Joyner. Joseph Joyner, he's in the JCM Motorsports Colt Miller-owned car. Yellowhammer Design and Construction, Clyburn Tank Lines, on Bubbles Car Wash Drive, Barstow.com. That is a rocket with a J. Dickens, followed by current points in Ricky Thornton Jr. He's out of Chandler, Arizona. The Bobby and Jessica Kohler entry. Knights Companies, Hoker Trucking, Goldman Farms Racing, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Elite Ready Mix, Capital Way, Sunoco, EMD Rep Certified Inspection. That is a Longhorn with a Clements, followed by the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia, Jonathan Davenport. The Lance and Darla Landers Double L Motorsports. That is a Longhorn Cornet. Nutrient Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midway Sheet Metal. 49, Joyner 18.047, fast time. Thornton 17.990, lap 1 further. Defending Pittsburgher winner is Jonathan Davenport. That is new quick time at 17.793, 17793 for JD. Lap 2 for Joyner's 18.539. Thornton those 10 valuable bonus points, and he will not get it at 17.989. JD right now will be the quickest so far. Lap 2 is going to be a little slower at 18.221, but his first lap quickest so far at 17.793. Up next will be former PPMS track champion. It'll be Johnny Hotchkiss. John Hotchkiss, he comes to us out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is in the Hotchkiss Construction, Hotchkiss Lumber, Rocket Clements, Brian Signs and Decals, Decorators, and Pinnacle Vending on the 69, a Hotchkiss. Behind him in the 48 car, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year to be Colton Flinner. He's out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania. The John Johnson-owned car. John's Towing, Fast Racing, River Salvage Stands, Transmission Service, All Comfort Solutions, Heating and Air, Jake Brake Customs Powder Coating, Pittsburgh Epoxy Flooring, and Bella Cereals Restaurant and Lounge. Followed by Brandon over to the Riggs Motorsports. Longhorn Factory Car, Longhorn Cornet, Garnto Southern Napa, Big Dog Stumpin' Tree, Roof US, UNOH Dude Wipes, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heartbeat Hot Sauce 76. Hotchkiss 19.310, Flinner 19.108, Overton 18.137 on their first laps here tonight. Lap number 2 for Johnny Hotchkiss is going to be 19.387, 19.387. Lap number 2 for Flinner is 18.929. Brandon Overton, lap 2 is 18.180, 18180. So through 6 cars, it's Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr., and Joseph Joyner, your top 3. Next trio, it'll be led up by the 22, second in O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Erlenmeyer. Would it be Daniel Hilzebeck? Daniel Hilzebeck drives the Banning Chiropractic, 22 Enterprises, Big Deal Car Care, Hilzebeck Farms, Finish Line Body and Paint, Adams Snow Removal, Alley Auto Sales, Capital Clements, followed by the number 1 out of Houston, Ohio. It'll be Josh Richards. He's of the Mark Richards Racing, Rocket Durham, Valvoline, Sorbet Camp Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petrov Towing, Gunner Setting, Sunoco, Ace Metal Works, Performance Grading, Collins Brothers Towing, TNT Industrial Supply, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Rocket One Pre-Owned, and then his teammate will be Brandon Shepard out of New Berlin, Illinois, the Valvoline, Sorbet Camp Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petrov Towing, Gunner Setting, Ace Metal Works, Performance Grading, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Rocket One Pre-Owned, Collins Brothers Towing, Sunoco, Rocket Durham. From Mark Richards Racing, lap 1, Josh Richards, 19.399, 193.99. Hilzebeck's first lap was 18.065, and that'll be his quickest lap, will be lap 2. Brandon Shepard, fast time, 17.497. Lap number 2, Shepard a little bit slower at 17.576. Richards lap 2 is his quickest at 18.212. Hilzebeck 18.065. So through 9 cars, new quick time 17.497 for Brandon Shepard. Up next will be the 66C out of Ridgely, West Virginia. That'll be Matt Cosner. Matt Cosner, the RH Lap Mechanical Contractors, Belson Auto Sales, Global Truck Outfitters, Benson Designs, Monty Auto Parts, G&P Distributors, Rocket Durham, followed by Brock Pinkerus, the 555 out of Ellenville, New York. In the Paul Pinkerus, Rocket Clements, Shackleton Auto and Truck Parts, Pink Links, Virtual Golf, Dr. Pink Orthodontics, Northeast Paving and Seal Coat, Russ King Racing 555, followed by John Garvin Jr. out of Sarver, Pennsylvania in the J4. The Longhorn Krager, Homeboy Seamless Guttering. Also Bachman Trucking, Garvin Scrap Metals, Jake Brake Custom Powder Coating. Lap number 1 for Cosner, 18.287. Pinkerus, 18.920. John Garvin Jr. And first lap is 20.248. 20.248 for Garvin. Cosner lap 2 is going to be 19.069. Hello to lap 1. Brock Pinkhurst lap 2 is 19.155. Hill on lap 1, 9th quick, 18.920. Comes John Garvin Jr. Lap number 2 for Garvin is going to be 19.375. 19.375 for John Garvin Jr. Up next to be the 1C car is car owner Lynn Geisel, the all-time winningest driver here at PPMS. Alex Ferree, 23 career wins out of Saxonburg. He is in the number 1 Cochrane Expressway. Jack's Recycling, Tri-State Hose and Supply, Glow Racing, Hot Sea, Rocket Clements, followed by the 14 out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. It'll be Dan Angelicchio. He's in the Royal Purple. Remodeling Authority, also Ace Excavating. That's a Rocket Durham, followed by Ryan Montgomery in the 12 out of Fairmont, West Virginia. The Harris Walmsley Racing, Josh Walmsley Racing, Bomax Equipment, Next Level Heating and Cooling, Newlands International Sales, A5 Holding, T-Speeds, Legendary Transports, Liquor Graphics, Central Supply, and Say Transport, FIFA Transport as well. Lap number 1 for Ferree is going to be 18.952, 18.952. Angelicchio at 19.193. Montgomery at 19.417. Ferree lap 2. He'll go to 9th at 18.831. 18.831 for Ferree. Angelicchio. And Dan goes to 9th. It's 18.730. Ryan Montgomery, lap number 2. He'll go to 9th quick at 18.641. 18.641 for Ryan Montgomery. Up next will be the 93 car. He comes to us out of Lincoln, North Carolina. That'll be Carson Ferguson. Carson Ferguson, the Paler Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Sioux Paul Grading Company, Live Oak Aesthetic and Family Dentistry, Coleman Farms Racing, Sparks Oil Company, Buddy's Automotive, Brad Benton Trucking, Baker Mitchell, Triple Electric, Pro Fabrication, Boone HVAC, Solidify Concrete, Floor Solutions 93, followed by the 6 in the Longhorn Durham. It'll be Clay Harris. He's out of Jupiter, Florida. In the Wilkerson Farms, Impact Electrical Services, Done Right Construction, National Fragile X Foundation, Universal Cable Systems, 12 Kings Construction Supply, LLC, and Max Blair, the Brad Spochess, Centerlight Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, C&J Dairy, Creek Pizza and Pub, Upstate Auto Group, Dean Auto Group, Creekside Auto Sales, One Stop Collision, Murphy's Law, Logging, Gable Inn, Deer Lakes Bowl, TLW Transport, Riggs, Fiber. Carson Ferguson, 4th, 17.994. Clay Harris at 18.698. Max Blair, 18.334. Ferguson, lap 2 is not as good as lap 1, 18.242. Lap number 2 for Clay Harris is going to be 18.995. Max Blair, lap 2 in the 111. In the load on lap 1, 18.334. So through 18 cars, it's Brandon Shepard, Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thorne Jr., Carson Ferguson. Up next in the W3. Final qualifier in Group 8, it'll be John Wayne Weaver. He's out of Commodore, Pennsylvania. He is in the Battle Chassis, Clements Power Plant under the hood, the H&L Excavating, Smith's Auto Sales and Service, Nate's Machines, Jessica Weaver Notary, Diamond Auto and Towing, Weekland Trucking, J.B. Myers for John Weaver out at Commodore in that Battle Race Car Chassis. The final qualifier in Group A will be heats 1 and 2 here tonight at Pittsburgh. Weaver, lap 1. By the way, Max Blair's second lap was as quick as 18.280. That's 9th. Weaver out of turn 4. And he'll go his quickest lap will be lap 2 at 20.152. 20.152 for John Weaver. That'll do it for Group A. Heats 3 and 1 and 2 will line up from that time trials. 10th, Matt Cosner. 9th, Max Blair. 8th, Josh Richards. 7th, Brandon Overton. 6th, Daniel Hilzebeck. 5th, Joseph Joyner. 4th, Carson Ferguson. And your fastest qualifier in Group A is the number 1 car out of New Berlin, Illinois. How about it for Brandon Shepard in 1? All right, up next will be Group B. It'll be the top 3 in this one. First three out will be Dan Ebert. Is Lakeshore, Minnesota. The James Trantina Rocket Durham, Collins Brothers Towing, Minnesota Trek Headquarters, Woody's Racing, Shaw Trekking, Christensen Group, number 60, Rocket Durham, AJ Campbell of the Bethel Park, PA. In the 94, Rocket Pro Power, Impact Collision, Fisher Automotive, Gale Force, number 94, followed by the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson. He is in the James Ratliff, Longhorn Clements, Grant Lee Farms, MG Auto Sales, The Auto Outlet, Innovative Community Solutions, Keltner Contracting, JR Motor Sales, B&L Construction, Cheap Chevrolet, Newport Lighting Design. Lap number 1 for Ebert is 18925, 18925. As he comes to us out of turn 4 out there by himself. Third in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase, 19-118, 19-118 for Dan Ebert. $17,497. That's the time to beat Group A. Here comes AJ Campbell. First time with us in a couple of years. Of the 94, he'll come to Rob Penrod's green flag. Give him the Rocket Pro Power, Impact Collision, Fisher Automotive, Gale Force entry. Followed by Dalton Wilson. A James Ratliff owned car. Longhorn Clements, Grant Lee Farms, MG Auto Sales, The Auto Outlet, Innovative Community Solutions, Keltner Contracting, JR Motor Sales, B&L Construction, Cheap Chevrolet, Newport Lighting and Design. 18D, and then Devin Moran, second of the points. He's out of Dresden, Ohio. Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn. That is a Clements under the hood. So AJ Campbell in the 94 car. Ran in the Rush late models last night. Lucas Oil tonight, 20.583, 20583. Dalton Wilson at 19.675. 19.675 for Dalton Wilson. Devin Moran will be coming up next. Last night's winner in 99, Campbell, lap number 2. In the 94 car, his return to open late model racing is going to be 20.345, 20345. Dalton Wilson, 18.526. New quick time right now in Group B, 18526 for Dalton Wilson. Here comes Devin Moran. He's in the Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hazen Services, Bomag, Millwood Plumbing, Refuel Wellness, Anthony's Pizza, Red Oak Pub, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Car Source Auto, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep. That is a Longhorn Clements, the 99. 24th career win in the Lucas Oil Series last night, followed by the 22. He's a two-time Pittsburgher winner out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. That'll be Greg Satterley. Greg Satterley in the Kaiser Manufacturing, Satterley Motorsports, AFCO Classic Inc. Rocket Clements, number 22, followed by the 101 out of Talbot, Tennessee. Of the Team Zero Vic Hill. That'll be Forrest Trent. Forrest Trent in the Service 101, driven to save lives. TNC Diesel 2.4 machine and Trent Logging 101 of Forrest Trent. Moran, 18.535. That 10 bonus points. Thornton didn't get it in Group A. Moran right now second. First lap for Satterley's 18.784. Forrest Trent at 19.026. Here comes Moran. And he goes to 18.409. 18.409 for Devin Moran. Greg Satterley at 19.063. Here comes Forrest Trent. Lap number 2 is going to be 19.482. 19.482. So Devin Moran again, 10 bonus points if he can hold on. 18.405. 409 rather. 18.409. For Moran, it'll be the easy one out of Cumberland, Maryland. It'll be Ron Fink. Ron Fink of the Rocket Cornet. Gives donations, all of his winnings, to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. That is Ron Fink out of Cumberland, Maryland. Followed by the 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. That'll be Corey Lawler. Corey Lawler, the PPC Lubricants, Poncho's Racing Products, Creekside Auto Sales, Sunoco, All About Wraps, Longhorn Pro Power, and Mason Ziegler out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. He's in the Green Lane, RBS Truck Collision, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, Harris Walmsley Enterprises, BX Logistics Group, Rocket Clements 25Z. Lap 1, Ziegler 18.414, Lawler 18.633, Ron Fink 20.811. Out at turn number 4, Lawler at 18.724, 18724. Ziegler lap number 2 is going to be 18.662, 1.8662. Lap 2 for Fink. Ron, second lap time, 20.851, 2.0851. So through 9 cars, it's Devin Moran, Mason Ziegler, Dalton Wilson, and Corey Lawler. It'll be Scrub, Rick Eckert. In the number 2, Alan Murray's own car out of York, Pennsylvania. He's in the M&M Painting and Construction, Countertop and Cabinet Solutions, 3M Motorsports, Rocket Clements. Followed by the 71, Pittsburgh winner in 2021 out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neill. The Todd of Dickie Burns, SSI Motorsports, Big River Steel, Wheeler Metals, Triple O, Merrill Bonding Company, Subsurface of Indiana, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Westside Tractor Sales, Dyno 1 Inc., O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Bob and Tammy Burton, Indiana USSSA, Fast Pit Softball, Houchins Insurance Group, Bob Beach Hill, Sunoco. That is a Longhorn Cornet, followed by Donald McIntosh, the Billy Hicks, Longhorn Clements. Lap 1 for Eckert. Rick Eckert, 5th in Group B, 18.710. Here comes Hudson O'Neill. Lap number 1 is going to be 5th at 18.642. McIntosh, H&H Auto Sales, Coleman Farms Racing, NobodyWalksNC.com, Albelt Custom Homes, Rich Haven Ridge, Principal Financial, Gambler Performance, Predator Custom Trailers. His first lap is going to be coming up here. Lap number 2 for Eckert, as O'Neill goes to 3rd at 18.510. Rick Eckert at 19.232 on lap number 2. So it's Moran, Ziegler, O'Neill, Wilson, the top 4 right here in Group B. It'll be heats 3 and 4 tonight. Here comes Donald McIntosh. There he is. The Oker Trucking Hard Charger last night. First time here at Pittsburgh, 21st to 7th. And then Billy Hicks' own car, 10th in the championship points, leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Somebody fell into the 09 out of Sun River, Montana. The Low and Road Motorsports entry of Michael Leach. Michael Leach, the Dust Pods, Willow Ranch, Hellraiser Jacks. That is a Longhorn Cornet, followed by Doug Brown out of Worcester, Ohio. The Brad Malkett, Rocket Malkett. Malkett's Tavern, Ely Reel, 89 Homes, BA's Place Bar and Grill, sponsored Doug Brown. Lap 1, McIntosh. 18.753, 1.8753. Here comes Michael Leach. At 19.040, 1.9040. Doug Brown at 19.634, 1.9634 for Doug Brown in 79. Won the 500th ever race here at Pittsburgh, did Doug Brown. Lap number 2, McIntosh is going to be 19.218, 1.9218. Michael Leach. Lap number 2 is 19.102. Doug Brown trying to improve on lap 2. And he'll stay 13th here in Group B at 20.666. His first lap is his fastest at 19.634. Up next should be the number 7. He comes to us out of Georgetown, Delaware. That'll be Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson, the Dutch Star Motorsports 7. For Ken Adams, Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, ML Joseph Sand and Gravel, Wesley Collins Builders, The Frozen Farmer, Sussex Carpentry, Hardscrabble Express, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First Aid Roof and Exterior Cleaning, Delmarva Hydraulics, Rocket Clements, followed by Tyler Wine. He's out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. The Longhorn Pro Power, Virtual Iron and Steel, WinchRental.com, Eagle Hoist and Winch, and Bish Heating and Cooling 24. And the 8 of Tommy Schernhofer Jr. out of Pittsburgh, the Rocket Pro Power. Lap 1, Robinson is 19.534, 1.9534. Lap 1 for Tyler Wyant is 20.304, and here comes Tommy Schernhofer, and he'll go at 20.265. The McClyman Supply and Transit, Carmody's Grill, D&T Auto Group, Franklin Racing, Bill Thompson Utility Service, Schernhofer Welding, and Zuko's Pizza. Lap 2 for Robinson is 19.288. Tyler Wyant, lap 2 is 20.329. Schernhofer, lap number 2 is 20.077. So we're getting down, 2 more to go. Devin Moran, 10 valuable bonus points right there, sitting in front of him, 18.409. And Logan Zarin is going to be up next. The 1Z out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania. The Jim Zarin Longhorn Durham. All-American Framers, Napa Racing, Lovell Enterprises, Schwartzmiller Transport, Branda's Lawn and Landscaping, Tomai's Towing, Zarin Truck and Automotive, followed by the Beast of the East. It is 50th year of racing. The Hall of Famer, the 70-year-old Gary Stuhler out of Greencastle, Pennsylvania. The Mark Langenfelder Longhorn Vic Hill. Langenfelder Mechanical Contractors, Ernie D's Enterprises, SKS Equipment and Diesel, Maple Grove Machining, Neinlinger's Tire and Auto Center, Arizona Sports Shirts, Tim Fraker Signs 4. Zarin. Logan Zarin. Gary Stuhler, first lap. That great run last night in the B main to make it into the show. And lap number 1 for Zarin's 19.207. Stuhler 19.765. Logan Zarin, lap 2 is 19.486. 19.486. Stuhler, lap 2. And then Mark Langenfelder entry is going to be 19.672. 19.672. So Group B in the books. Heats 3 and 4 will line them up. 10th, Dan Ebert. 9th, Greg Satterley. 8th, Donald McIntosh. 7th, Rick Eckert. 6th, Garrett Alberson. 5th, Corey Lawler. 4th, Dalton Wilson. 3rd, Hudson O'Neill. 2nd, Mason Ziegler. And your quickest in Group B at 18.409 to 99. Last night's feature winner out at Dresden, Ohio. How about a big round of applause for Devin Moran? But that's not the fastest overall. It'll be 17.497 as he will be on the pole of heat number 1. And he comes to us out of New Berlin, Illinois, in the Mark Richards Racing entry. Currently 5th in the points. How about it for B-Shep, Brendan Shepard? DJ.
James Essex does Brandon better than anyone else, right? Hey, what I want to know is how you got 3/10 better than anyone else out there qualifying, man. The Rocket 1 really looked like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it was really good. The boys have been giving me a really fast race car night in and night out. Ever since we broke this Rocket XR2 out, we've really been on point, you know, just trying to hone our program in and really right now get to where we're going to come out of the box next year on fire, hopefully. And yeah, tonight we just, you know, I had a real good, nice, smooth momentum line where I could hook that bottom just right. And I guess we got lucky and got a few tenths better than everybody. But yeah, all in all, the car's been good night in and night out. And, you know, it's tough, man. There's so much competition out here. And it's tough to get them extra 10 points in qualifying, but you know, right now we're just kind of trying to keep Garrett behind us. But at the end of the day, we really want to win this one tonight, especially for Mark and Steve Baker and you know, the whole Rocket team's got a lot of history here at Pittsburgh, so the Pittsburgher 100 would be a cool one.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? For the 3rd time this season, he is the All-Star Performance Quick Qualifier out of New Berlin, Illinois, Brandon Shepard. For those of you watching at home, don't go anywhere. Rush Late Models will be qualifying next. You are watching the Pittsburgher 100, and you're watching it live here on FloRacing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. My name is Brian Spade. I'm the series announcer for the Rush Racing Series. Tonight, of course, the Huffis Auto and Truck Supply. Rush Late Models presented by Born to Run Lubricants. They're competing in a Flynn's Tire Gunter's Honey Touring Series event here as part of the Pittsburgher weekend once again. 3-car qualifying coming out of the Speedway. Qualifying Group A, qualifying Group B. Fast time gets the FK Rod Ends $100 Shock the Clock Award. First car on the track is your new series champion, driving car number 3, Jeremy Wonderling. Jeremy in the Shuttleworth Auto Sales. Southern Tier Ice Close Racing Supply, Batavia Down Gaming and Hotel. Young Lawson and Landscaping, or BDK Construction number 3, again, Jeremy Wonderling. Next on the track, the 2C of Zach Carley. Carley driving that machine. He's out of Freedom, New York. He's in the blend plans, Florida RCCRA Waste Trucking, Stubby Stump Grinding, Joe Chamberlain Trucking, Bear Nuz, Crankers Pro Shop Rocket number 2C. Also on the track, driving car number 02, Hollywood Ben Easler. He's out of Linesville, PA. Ben driving his machine is sponsored by CrawfordCustom.com. Sorry, we're having, so there we go. It's up on the screen. 19.773 for Ben Easler the first lap around. Jeremy Wonderling with a 19.790 and Zach Carley with a 19.944. So Ben Easler in the 02 sets the fast time to start out. Again, he was driving the 3C Graphics Wedge Motorsports Swing Factory Porks Body Works Latta Brothers Racing Rocket number 02. He sets fast time at 19.504. Next on the track out of Addison, New York. He owns Empire Crushing. His nickname is the Jet. It is Jason Knowles. He's in the Mobile Tech Communications, Leland Harris Trucking and Busing, Hair Color Master, Lewis Lawn and Landscaping, Robinson Farm, Empire Crushing, Griswold's ETR Services, Hubertus Service Station number 4. Also out on the track, the number 137. It's a 28 special. It's the A&B Classics and Restoration, Larry Royston Septic Service, Charles Rhodes Concrete Finishing, Winchester, Virginia Racer, Devin Brannon. And the number N1, it's a rocket for Sarver, Pennsylvania racer Nico DeBecco, substituting tonight for his brother-in-law, Michael Norris. He's in the Millerstown Pick-Apart ND Freak Motorsports machine. Devin Brannon with a 20.110, Knowles with a 19.809. And DeBecco with a 19.801. Coming across the line one more time is Knowles. His second lap slower than his first. Brannon improves with a 19.999, but still 6th quick on the track. DeBecco faster the second lap, but still, he gets up to the second spot. Nico DeBecco with a 19.538. Now it's Matt Bernard in car number 15. He's out of Oakdale, PA. He's in the Black Dog Electric. Chadwick Contracting Hot Dogs. Stush's Automotive Rocket. 21-year-old mechanic Matt Bernard. Also coming out on the track, the number 6 of Dylan Brown. Dylan out of Gaffney, South Carolina, regular at Cherokee. He's paving and paving contractor, works on that. He's a Cherokee Landscaping, Performance Automotive, Penske Race Shocks, Boomer Custom Builders, Hardison Suspension Technologies, Drive-Through Grab and Go number 6. Also the 11A, the Fredonia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Kurt A. Johnson DMD Comprehensive Dentistry. Car number 11A, Ashton Briggs, a rocket from Erie, PA. First lap around for Bernard is a 19.954, 6 quick. Next across, Dylan Brown, slow on that one, a 20.417, 8th quick right now. Briggs behind him with a 28.06. Working across the line for the final time will be the pace setter out there right now. That being Matt Bernard. Here comes Brown across the line. Brown improves a little bit, but stays 8th quick with a 20.131. Ashton Briggs across the line with a 27.58. So those 3 cars have completed their time trial laps. Next onto the track, the 5L of Peyton Dalton. This 23-year-old Morgantown, West Virginia racers in the Coastal Drilling East Racing. Advanced Auto Parts Ace High Fabrication Rocket, again from Morgantown, West Virginia. Also out there from Pittsburgh. He's a utility service worker for Penn American Water. He's 31 years old. It is Mike Reft. Mike is in the Meineke, Posty Trucking, Octane Customs, Oste's, South Hills Pharmacy, Pleasant Bar, Ken Burns Roofing, Glick Fire Equipment, Ad Nation, Rocket number 9R. Again, Mike Reft. Also out on the track last night's feature winner out of Lincolnton, North Carolina. In the CSP Central Site Prep, Triple Electric, Triple Roll-Offs, the Harlem Suns, WP Racing Shocks, Southern Edge Fab, and Solutions. Longhorn number 1F as the yellow flag is out. $5L of Peyton Dalton brings out the caution flag there. He will get 1 lap as a result. And they'll pick the pace back up again. Reft and Ferguson will get 2 laps here. Again, you want to time trial really well because that sets the pace for the rest of the night. That's the key as they're heading around. The green flag comes back out. White flag is out. Reft at a 19.801 up to fourth. Fourth quick. Ferguson, quick time with a 19.339. 19.339 for Dalton Ferguson. Or Carson Ferguson. I'm thinking Peyton Dalton. 21.978 there for Peyton Dalton. Crossing the line one more time. Ferguson, his second lap, a 19.339 was the quick time. Came across there as if they had 3 laps. They did not, but Reft is fourth quick with a 19.785. Mike Wunderling in car number 18. He is in the Soldaz Construction, Murphy's Logging, Leitzel's, Martin Dynamics, Poppy C Floristry, Pine Grove Collision, Cartwright's, Maple Tree and Excel, chassis number 18, Mike Wunderling from Wellsville, New York, brother to Jeremy Wunderling. Jackson Billick out there in the 71W. He's a steelworker, 21-year-old racer from Newcastle, PA. He's in the Costco Trucking, R. Nesbitt Portable Toilets, Newcastle Gold Storage and Transportation, Jacobs Towing, Custom Pallet and Mulch, car number 71W. Also out there, the 91B of Brody Orovitz as Mike Wunderling crosses the line. 13th quick. Billick, 10th quick. The other car out there is the number 91B, Brody Orovitz, with a 27.44, 12th quick. He's in the Imperial Tire and Automotive. Cronin Enterprises, 10 Segretti Healing, ND Motorsports Rocket, number 91B. Coming across the line that time, Wunderling, a 12th quick with a 22.70. Jackson Billick ended up with a 20.004. Brody Orovitz with a 23.82. All those are above the 22nd mark. The fast time still at this point is Ben East, actually Carson Ferguson with a 19.339. 19.339. Now coming out on the track, Ryan Hare. He's in the Josh Wamsley Racing, Liberty Machine and Welding, Kessler Trucking, Diamond Dealers Training Facility, Forbes Field Garage, Beckwith Lumber Company, Maple Leaf Trucking, number 29 out of Elkins, West Virginia. Behind him, Zach Gunn. Zach in the number 17G, the Zach man out of McDonald, Pennsylvania, the DG Manufacturing, Tailgate Support, West Mifflin Collision, Meinecke's First Stop Automotive, Slicker Graphics, Bridgeville Automotive, Duratz Built's number 17G. And the third car out on the track is Double D Demetrius Drellis. Drellis out of Queensbury, New York. He's in car number 111D. Hare with a fourth quick run at 19.634. Gunn with a 19.739, his fifth quick. Third quick for Demetrius Drellis with a 19.530. Drellis in the Henry's Headers and Exhaust Systems, Caroline Street Pub. Gross Electric Rocket, number 111D out of Queensbury, New York. No improvement there for Hare or Gunn. They're still fifth and sixth. Here comes Drellis trying to make it a little quicker. And he stays third quick with a 19.530. Demetrius Drellis, again out of Queensbury, New York. Next onto the track should be 2 cars coming out. That would be Tim Schaefer in car number 45, the former Knoxville Nationals champion, a Steel City Outlaw. Well known in sprint car racing, loves running the Rush Late Model Touring Series in the Gunn Nicholas Racing, Ken Drew's Lounge, Chambers Embroidery and Silk Screening, Moody's Sales, number 45. Tim Schaefer, 2-time winner here at Pittsburgh. And the other car behind him, another Pittsburgh regular. Out of Dormont, Pennsylvania, the High Side Hammer doing double duty tonight in the McClyman Supply and Transit. Kermati's Grill, Zuko's Pizza, Schernhofer Welding, On Time Body and Graphic Rocket. It is Tommy Schernhofer Jr. in car number 8S. Crossing the line, Schernhofer and Schaefer waiting for their times to come up. As they come across, checkered flag is out. Again, those times not transporting over. We had a little technical difficulties tonight so far with the connection between our race pass and the production booth. Schaefer ended up 7th quick, is what we've been told. And we understand Schernhofer was 9th quick. So we'll get that posted as soon as that connection makes back up again. Anthony Monteponte in car number Monteponte. I'll get that right. Montapont. I'll get it straightened out. Sorry about that. He's out of Jeanette, PA. He's pure stock champion 5 times at Latrobe Speedway in the Reparex Wear Solution competition. Crate parts, Gilmore Engineering, number 66, Anthony Montapart. And Steve Baldwin, the driver out of Trenton, Ontario, Canada, is driving car number 5B. Baldwin, a 4-time champion at the Brighton Speedway. He's in the QBT Excavation Services Free Flow, the K-Shop Rocket, number 5B. So again, we understand Steve Baldwin ended up 5th quick out there. 5th quick for Steve Baldwin with a 19.566. And I understand that they made it onto Race Pass now. They're up there. And so there you go. The official, unofficial results. The 1F of Ferguson with a 19.339, chasing down the FK Rod Ends, Shock the Clock, $100. Ben Easler finished 2nd quick. 3rd quick ended up being, get those results here on my Race Pass. I'll give those to you. Yeah, they did clear them off, so we're back on. So we'll try to get those back up so I can read those to you. Sorry about that. They switched it over on Race Pass so fast we didn't get a chance to run them. Got the 50 to 56 of Christian Schneider will lead the pack to the green flag here. He's out of Pittsburgh, driving that number 56, finished 2nd last night in the Valley Electric Company and Valley Security Systems. JD's Joint, Schneider Truck, Rocket number 56, Christian Schneider. Kyle Zimmerman out of Albion, Pennsylvania, the Sunnyside Farm Transit Inc. Indiana Farmers, car number 31. Schneider with a 19.693. Zimmerman with a 19.729. And the other car out there, Chuck Medved out of Imperial, PA. He's in the Big Fellas Cronin Enterprises, number 2M. Coming across the line again, Schneider, 2nd lap faster with a 19.644. Zimmerman, his 2nd lap slower than his first. He stays with a 19.729. Medved, again, 2nd slower than the first. He's 3rd quick with a 24.69. So the early pace setter in this group is Christian Schneider. Christian Schneider with a 19.644. Next onto the track, the 33X of Logan Zarrett. He's out of Hookstown in the Anarchy Customs, Fabrication and Consulting, RPM, Shock Services, Integra Sharks, or Shocks. I'll get Sharks, Shocks, whatever. Jake Brake, Custom Powder Coating, Longhorn number 33X, Logan Zarrett doing double duty. Clinton Hirsch out of Somerset, PA. He's in the Infinite Engineering, AccuForce Dyno and Testers, On Time Body and Graphics, Black's Specialty Service. Fred Spangler Plumbing, Amy Hughes Insurance Agency, number 16 out of Somerset. And Jacob Witt from Winchester, Virginia, in the Brills Motorsports, Repair and Performance, Sweeney Built, J&S Home Services, Race Wraps, Allstate Rocket number 33W. Zarrett across the line, 3rd quick now with a 20.324. 20.324 for Zarrett. Clinton Hirsch knocks him down to 4th. He's up to 3rd with a 20.121. And Jacob Witt back in 5th with a 20.437. Zarrett trying to circle off of turn number 4 as he crosses the line. Zarrett, first lap, still the better one for Zarrett. He's 4th quick. Here comes Clinton Hirsch across the line. 2nd lap a little bit better with a 20.091. And Jacob Witt with a 20.437 ends up still 5th quick so far. Christian Schneider again setting the pace with a 19.644. On the track now, the 10S of Tom Snyder Tom Snyder Jr. is in the Weather Capital Sales, Moyer & Sons, T&D Performance 24-hour towing. Ringgold Tire car number 10S. Again, he's out of Ringgold, PA. The 84P of Cole Petrell out of Follinsby, West Virginia. He's in the Ty Tworog Racing. Quick Time Suspension, CarQuest Toronto Auto Parts, Lucon's RevFab, Race 1, Basil Race Fuels Rocket, number 84P. Cole Petrell, former champion here. And Jake Gunn from North Fayette, Pennsylvania, nicknamed Gunner. DG Manufacturing, Tailgate X Support, West Mifflin Collision, Slicker Graphics, Durats, Bill Bridgeville Automotive, Rocket, number 14 of Jake Gunn. Tom Snyder across the line with a 20.600. 20.600 for him. And Cole Petrell got sideways after hitting the wall in the 84P. He crosses with a 21.134. Jake Gunn, fourth quick with a 21.26. Snyder still back in 8th. Here comes Jake Gunn setting the pace so far on his car. Petrell crosses the line. And Jake Gunn up to 3rd with a 20.083. 20.083. All right, these 3 cars coming out. Austin Allen out of Canisteo, New York, in the Hubertus Service Station. Ed Carley Motorsports, Zugaby Excavating, Ken's Auto. CRS Rocket, number 32A. Again, out of Canisteo, New York. One of our top runners, really struggling last night. Did a full change-up on this car for tonight. Austin Hauser out of Grand Island, New York. Works for General Mills as a millwright. Ed Carley Motorsports, Pure Max Racing Oil, Leslie's Collision and Restoration, Rocket number 51. And of course, Max Blair, the former champion with us in the Creek Pizza and Pub, C&J Dairy, Upstate Auto Group, Creekside Auto Sales Tavern, 618, Murphy's Logging, Gable Inn, Deer Lakes Bull, Riggs Fiber, Bish Heating and Cooling, Centerline Motorsports, number 114, Max Blair. Across the line comes Austin Allen, 9th quick with a 20.858. Austin Hauser, 3rd quick with a 19.954. Quick time and quick time overall. Max Blair with a 19.260. 19.260 for Blair. Across the line, Austin Allen bounces himself up to 7th with a 21.52. Austin Hauser stays at 4th now. And Blair's first lap better than the second, so he stays in with a 19.260. We'll see if Blair can hold on to the FK Rada and Shock the Clock award tonight. Fast time overall. Max Blair with a 19.260. Bill Holmes out of East Concord, New York, on the track in the BD Construction. Bill Holmes Excavating. Outlaw Heavy Repair, RTG Holmes Racing car, Longhorn for Bill Holmes. Up there from East Concord, New York. Mason Ziegler, 3rd place last night in the Green Lane, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, RBS Truck and Collision. Car number 25Z, that's a Rocket for the Chalk Hill driver, Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. And Tom Klein in car number 77. Tom Klein out of Rochester, PA, in the Schley Deck Company, Maverick Supply Fence and Deck and Rail, Lisa Coy, or Coffee, State Farm Insurance Machine. Mason Ziegler sets quick time with a 19.226 for Ziegler. 19.226 for Ziegler. Holmes 5th quick with a 19.921. Holmes crosses the line. 19.921. Here comes Ziegler again. He's crossed the line, and his first lap better than his second. And Tom Klein, 20.560. Daryl Charlier sent out a little bit too early there. Mistaken. We're going to get Daryl back out here running around. Daryl Charlier will come on the track, as he already has. He's in car number 42. He's in the Matt Dobnak-owned Dobbs Automotive, Ron's Barber Shop, Three Rivers Karting, Yanis Plumbing, Art Colasar Motorsports, Rocket number 42. He's the Midway Missile out of Midway, PA. There's Forrest Trent on the screen. He's out of Morristown, Tennessee. He's in the Team Zero chassis, his Service 101 Storm Recovery, driven to save lives, T&C Diesel Truck and Trailer Repair, and Trent Logging, car number 101. There's Charlier on the Speedway on the screen at home. And also on the track, the 72B of Cassidy Kamiker. She's in the SMS Superior Marine Services, Morley's Welding and Fabrication, J.D. Cole's Construction, Plaza News number 72B. Forrest Trent, 5th quick with a 19.852. Charlier back in 16th quick. Here comes Kamaker. She's 8th quick with a 19.972. Coming around, here comes the number 42 of Charlier. Let's see if he can pick it back up a little bit here. He's 12th quick with a 21.88. Trent crosses the line. He stays 5th quick with a 19.850. A little bit quicker that lap. And crossing the line, Kamaker up to 3rd quick with a 19.461 for Cassidy Kamaker. She's the only female racer out there tonight. Great competition for Cassidy. 3rd quick in group qualifying B. On the track now, Garrett Paw from Bellington, West Virginia. He's in the Roy's RV Super Center, Talbot Funeral Home, Paw Racing, Jones Fire Equipment and Sales and Service, KNP Trucking, Miller's Modification Station, Rocket, number 03, again, Garrett Paw, also out there. In this Club 29 race cars, Cafaro's Pizza, Go Bowling, Penske Race Shocks, number 24C. It's the Pizza Man, Rob Cafaro, out of Slippery Rock, PA. For those of you that went to Slippery Rock University or Grove City College, you know about Cafaro's Pizza. And that's the owner racing out here at the Speedway in his Cafaro's Pizza Wagon, number 24C. Paw crosses the line 5th quick with a 19.716. 19.716. Cafaro across the line 18th quick with a 25.91. Let's see if Paw can pick it back up. He's always a strong runner here at Pittsburgh. He's looking real good in that orange number 03 across the line. 4th quick with a 19.624 for Garrett Paw. 19.624. Cafaro across the line. He stays 18th quick with a 25.91. And now on to the track, Kyle Hardy out of Stephens City, Virginia. The High Side Hustlers driving the Zirkle Brothers Letterworks AGX, Auto Glass Experts, American Paint Company, Klein Construction, Anthony's Pizza, Exceptional Wildlife Removal, Ingram Engines, Somerville Junior Auto Sports, Race Wraps, DeHaven Trailer Sales, and Leonardtown Ford, Rocket. Again, Kyle Hardy in the number 99. And the other car out there, the all black with the white numbers and lettering, Jake Billick Jr., steelworker from Newcastle, age 24. He's in the Kryptonite. It is sponsored by Anarchy Customs, Jake Billick Jr. Jake Gunn got another lap. I'll clear that up here in a minute with the officials. Kyle Hardy 4th quick with a 19.579. 19.579 for Kyle Hardy. Jake Gunn goes across the line. He's 10th quick with a 19.934. He got one extra lap. Here comes Kyle Hardy. Can he improve it a little bit more? He got ahead of Paw as he crosses the line. 3rd quick with a 19.433. 19.433 for him. Meanwhile, Jake Billick Jr., he is back in 21st with a 28.25. So that concludes the late model, the Rush late models. Mason Ziegler now is quickest in Group B. He also sets the FK Rod Shock the Clock Award. $100 for Mason Ziegler, 19.226 for Mason. Max Blair finishes 2nd, followed by Kyle Hardy in 3rd. They will start pole. Ziegler and Blair, pole of heat races 3 and 4 tonight. So that's your unofficial rundown. We're going to do about 5 to 8 minutes of track prep right now. We're going to step aside and take a break in the action. We're coming back. Stay tuned at Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway.
This is what you save your lunch money for. Welcome to the High Limit Room. The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Hey race fans, have you set your Dirt Draft lineup yet? Dirt Draft is the fantasy racing app you can download right on your phone. Pick a team of 5 drivers within your $100,000 salary cap, and the better they do, the better you do. You earn points to spend in the Dirt Draft Speed Shop for all kinds of cool stuff, from t-shirts and hats, race tickets and pit passes, or even a season pass to FloRacing. New subscribers even get a free Dirt Draft t-shirt. Download the Dirt Draft app now from the Apple app or Google Play Store.
Hey, this is Kyle Larson, and you're watching the best pavement, dirt, and drag racing, all live on FloRacing. You have great racing on the track, you have great crowds.
400 race cars.
Laps to go. Corner number 4 at the line. Brandon Overton.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is back big for 2025 as the Big River Steel Chase for the championship presented by ARP kicks off in January and concludes at the season finale at Eldora Speedway in October. Drivers will battle for over $1.3 million with $250,000 awarded to the series champion at Eldora Speedway. Don't miss the action all season.
You have to fight to pull ahead, to find your edge, to do whatever it takes to make you 1/10 of a second faster, smarter, more committed than the other guy, because you've got the kind of passion that can overcome the impossible. And we've got the most powerful performance race fuel available to help you do it. Sunoco Race Fuels. Take the lead.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. By Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. And by Automotive Racing Products, quality first and made in the USA. Been coming here for about 20 years now. Huge crowd on in here tonight. For the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing, the 37th Pittsburgher, 70 laps tonight, $50,000 to win for the second year in a row. Upcoming events on Flo, if you're tuned in at home. Of course, the Mars Series tonight, their season finale at Fairbury. Also, the USAC Amsoil Sprints next weekend. It'll be the Greg Staub Memorial at Lawrenceburg Speedway, honoring the former multi-time track champion, a former promoter at Lawrenceburg. That'll be Friday and Saturday here on Flo, the USAC Sprint cars. And then the heartland of America's Showdown, Lakeside Speedway in Kansas next weekend as well. The Kubota High Limit Series, October the 10th through 11th. The Gary Freeman Hoosier 99, that'll be at Tri-County Speedway October the 11th. The Open Wheel Oktoberfest at Antioch Speedway October 11th as well. Then the Kubota High Limit Racing, they will be at Lucas Oil Speedway, the Diamond of the Dirt Tracks, Wheatland, Missouri on October the 15th. And then the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series season finale at Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway, October 17th and 18th. Carlos Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship, $100,000 to win. Tickets and camping on sale, $100,000 to win. We're going to turn it over to the voice of Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway with our pre-race ceremonies, Mr. Tyler Harris. Tyler.
Thank you, James Essex. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is truly an honor to be able to host you all here tonight for the 37th annual running of the Pittsburgher 100 weekend here with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We ask that you now please rise and, gentlemen, remove your caps. And I will now turn things over to the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series chaplain, Mr. Russ Ward.
Thank you so much. If you would please join me in a word of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for the beautiful day we had here at Pittsburgh Motor Speedway, God. It was just a phenomenal day. We are so blessed to be part of your creation. Father, as I was reading in your word today, God, I was reminded in John chapter 14, where Jesus said that I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. And God, in a time when we are struggling with receiving truths and we contest everything that is spoken in truth, God, we are thankful that we have your word. It reminds us that Jesus is the only way to eternal life in heaven. And Father, we just thank you for that reminder in your word. We thank you for the truth of it. Father, we just thank you for being with us last night, for the safety of our drivers, and for the entire program. And once again, we just ask the same for tonight, God. We ask you to be with us. Watch over our drivers, our crew members, our staff, our great fans as they go to and from. Lord, just let no harm come to any one of them. And Father, as always, we always ask that you watch over our servicemen and women who are not only serving now or served in the past. God, watch over and protect them, bring them home to their families, and all the ones who are serving in this country right now, God, to keep the freedoms that we have. We just ask you to be with them. Father, we just thank you for all you've done, all you're going to do. And we ask it all in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to the left of the scoreboard in the field, in the infield rather. And here to perform tonight's national anthem, he is a 19-year-old member of the Tamburitzans. He is from Fox Chapel. It's Mr. Alex Balaj.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Mr. Alex Balazs. And now the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. My question to you is, are you ready for some racing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? We are so thrilled to have this here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It can't be done without each and every single one of you, not only here, but watching live on FloRacing. And now I will turn things right back over to the voice of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Mr. James Essex.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. Ready to go. And there is a heck of a crowd here tonight. Wow. Awesome. Thank you to each and every one of you for watching and flowing, but coming out here in person. And this is just awesome. We're going to run for $50,000 tonight, $150,000 feature purse. The Pittsburgher here tonight. Penske Shocks, heat number 1 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It'll be 8 laps, top 4 transfer. The winner of the Victory Fuel Pole, it'll be the number 1, your overall fast qualifier. Out of New Bern, Illinois, it'll be Brandon Shepard. And on the outside, the 20RT. Trying to win his 3rd Pittsburgher tonight. He's out of Chandler, Arizona. That's Ricky Thornton Jr. Row 2 hunt the front. He's of the Colton Miller JCM Motorsports 19M. Out of Milton, Florida, it's Joseph Joyner. And outside the 76, the Longhorn Factory car. Out of Evans, Georgia, that is Brandon Overton. Row 3 will be the 111. 3rd here last night out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. That'll be Max Blair. And the 12 out of Fairmont, West Virginia is Ryan Montgomery. Row 4 will be Dan Angelichio. He's in 14 out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. And Brock Pinkerus, the 555 out of Ellenville, New York. And your final row will be former PPMS track champion out of Pittsburgh, John Hodgkiss in 69. And John Weaver, the W3. He's out of Commodore, Pennsylvania in the battle chassis. With Dustin Jarrett, a little bit of track work down there, put some water on there. How about Earl Pearson Jr.? We gave him a shout out last night. He worked with us at Knoxville. The first night at Knoxville, of course, we had rain on Wednesday night, Thursday, but the track was spectacular Friday and Saturday. Brownstown, 2 great nights last weekend. Here tonight, looks good. Last night was spectacular. Earl Pearson Jr., give him a lot of credit for working with the track personnel.
And move over Johnny Stokes.
Yes, right? Dr. Dirt, yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. I got a chance to talk to Earl a little bit there yesterday, a little bit today, and he's kind of embraced this role throughout the course of the season. He's helped out the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series several times throughout this season, but he's really embraced the role, and he says, listen, I'm far from a track prep guru, he said, but from a driver standpoint and someone that has turned a lot of laps, a lot of these places, the best I can do is just maybe offer a little bit of advice and hints, and it's up to the track to decide whether they want to take it or not. And I tell you what, James, this thing looks pretty sporty right now here at PPMS.
Now, for those that are familiar with here at PPMS, the way it works here, you see the wall there. Ricky Thornton actually told me the tire was going down before he got into the wall there on the back straight. We see the concrete blocks there. It used to be a wall all the way around here, and over the years, it was falling apart, quite honestly. And so Blair Kress Jr. comes in here 2 years ago and has really done a great job with this facility. You see the crowd on here tonight, and man, $150,000 feature purse and $50,000 to win for the 2nd year in a row. And the crowd has come out here tonight to support this track. Do not run late models on a regular basis. In fact, they've only run 2 super late model shows so far this year. Both of those won by Michael Norris, who unfortunately not here tonight, and expecting a new family member, if not already this week, but had a slight concussion at Lernerville for the Hillbilly 100, driving his brother-in-law's car, Nico DeBecos. Hopefully we'll see him full force next year here at not only here at Pittsburgh, but at Lernerville, as we is the 2025 track champion there as well. Lights are out. Brandon Shepard has never won at Pittsburgh. Of course, he's only been there a few times, but Ricky Thornton Jr., he has won 2 times. the Pittsburgher. He won it back in 2020 and in 2023. And there you have Joseph Joyner trying to get in his first Pittsburgher tonight, his first attempt, hunt the front. In the 19M, the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports car, and Brandon Overton. One of the best of business, but keep an eye on that 111 and that 12 there. Max Blair, Ryan Montgomery. Blair third here last night at the Nutrient Solutions Start Zone. Penske Shocks heat number 1 goes green at PPMS. Big start for Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. started 4th last night, fell back to 5th, got it going, took the lead. Tire went down on lap number 7, came from the back, got to 9th, and right now Blair, his good buddy, they go side by side into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, Ricky Thornton Jr. get it wound up. Brian Burkhofer joined the crew at Knoxville. Zach Friel, Skylar Cooper now as Ricky Thornton Jr. Pretty good hot rod again here tonight, but Brandon Shepard is better right now. B. Shep second here last night. Battle there, the 19M and the 20 RT. We saw 2 and 3 wide racing as the night went on last night as Ricky Thornton Jr. pulling away. He was 1.2 seconds behind your leader the last time around, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out on the racetrack. Dan Angelicchio, I believe, an issue on the Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania driver there, as he looks down at his gauges to see what is going on. No, don't see any smoke or anything. Don't think he got into the wall. So we do have 2 laps in the books.
And James, that's a tough break for Dan, whatever happened. I actually talked to him for a good little while there before the races this evening, and man, he had so much enthusiasm after last night. Of course, he qualified 5th in his group last night, and he said the only thing I kept thinking was I was only about 5/100ths of a second away from being on the front row of a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series heat race here at Pittsburgh. He said we found some speed in this race car. He said I think we're going to have a good run here this evening, but unfortunately, Lady Luck dealing Dan Angelicchio a bad hand here in Penske Shocks Heat 1.
So Dustin, 2 laps in the books, 6 to go here in heat number 1. Penske Shocks heat number 1. Thornton had climbed back to 2nd, and we did get a 2 laps in officially. So it's Shepard, Thornton, Joyner, Blair, Overton, Montgomery, Pinkerus, Hodgkiss, Weaver, and Angelicchio is still out there as we go back green at the Nutrient Solutions Restart Zone. The 20 RT fell back to 4th. He's back to 2nd. Here comes his good buddy Max Blair. They go side by side down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. to turn number 3. Trying to head to Eldora, looking for his 2nd straight Lucas Oil Championship right now. But Brandon Shepard, who's 5th of the points, which, by the way, again, as I mentioned, pays $100K. Meanwhile, here comes Overton on the bottom out of turn number 2. And we got a Coleman Farms Racing caution out again here in Heat 1. And it's Johnny Huck, John Hodgkiss in turn 4. So John Hodgkiss, only his 2nd race of the year. Who you either run the World 100, right? DJ, the World 100, he's going to run the dirt track in Pittsburgh, and that's it, right? I mean, that's about it for him all year long.
Every year, right?
Every year, you can count on it.
That's right. Well, I mean, listen, the Hodgkiss lumber business is booming right now, man. Yeah. He can't, he's got to earn that green.
Every 17 years, he's like a cicada. He'll run somewhere else, maybe. Right? All right, it's Shepard, Thornton, Blair, Overton. Top 4 advance, Nutrient Ag Solutions Restart Zone. Nobody has had anything for B-Shep. Here they come. Good restart for Shepard and Thornton into turn number 1. As we're going to the Hellraiser, Jack's halfway back. Thornton on the bottom. What a move. He made it stick. He'll take the lead. B-Shep with a crossover down the back straightaway. They're going to try to go wheel to wheel into turn number 3. And they do. Shepard on the bottom. He'll throw the slider. Out of turn 4. Blah, look at that, man. Brandon Overton came out of nowhere. Brandon Overton came out of State College on my deepest sympathies to State College today. They got beat by UCLA, but anyway, down the back straightaway. Overton back to 3rd. Here they come out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway, it's still Shepard, Overton. Brandon Overton, what a restart, what a move. but he's back to third. Now he's back to fourth. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr. and Max Blair. They're going to have 2 to go coming up this time around. And Blair, Thornton, and Overton on the outside, action all over the track at heat number 1. Off at turn number 4 down the main straightaway, 2 to go. Battle back here. Man, it has been sporty in heat number 1. There you see the advantage. It's 9/10 of a second as we double box it here in heat number 1. Overton pulling away from Blair. Coming out of turn number 4, it's the Barrett's Performance. 1 lap to go. White flag for B-Shep for the Victory Fuel pole tonight. He's never won the Pittsburgher. Thornton's won it twice since 2020. And down the back straightaway, they're going to go 70 laps tonight for $50,000. And on the Victory Fuel pole, pending the UNO8 scales, it is Brandon Shepard with the win, and Mark Richards Racing Rocket 1. Second is going to be Thornton. Third is Overton. Fourth is Blair. Then Joyner, Montgomery, Angelico, Hotchkiss, Weaver, and Pinkerus. So the top 4. That got pretty exciting there. The top 4 go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Fourth, Max Blair. Third, Brandon Overton. Second, Ricky Thornton Jr. And your winner, he is in the Valvoline. Swaybert Calf Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petrov Towing, Gunners Honda, Yates Metalworks, Performance Grading, Sunoco, Collins Brothers Towing, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Rocket 1 Pre-Owned, Danny White, the crew chief, Joel Rogers, Austin Hargrove, the Rocket Durham for Mark Richards Racing. On the Victory Fuel pole tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he's perfect so far. Out of New Berlin, Illinois, how about it for B-Shep, Brandon Shepard.
James Brandon Shepard, yes. He took an extra lap, and they held up the Congo line for him here, the receiving line. So Brandon Shepard going to make his way across the scales now. He's a 4-time starter in the Pittsburgher. Best finish was 12th, and he's obviously looking to do a little bit better than that. You heard him say in the open earlier that this racetrack's always been a special place to the Rocket 1 team. Just down I-79 in Shinston, West Virginia was their home base, and he's going to stop here in the UNOH Tech and Scale area for the Droop Check, and he will lead the field to the green tonight for 70 laps in the Pittsburgher, seeking a $50,000 payday. Devin Moran swept the field last night. Sheppy, how important is it to do what you said in the open and kind of keep that line, that smooth line around this half-mile track?
Yeah, it's definitely important, especially when you got Thornton behind you there. He's going to be ripping the top or just running really hard. So, it was key for me to get out front in clean air there. I kind of started too high that last restart, and I didn't get as good of a run down the front stretch as I needed to really, and he was able to slide me in 1 there. Just, kind of didn't know where I needed to be in 3 and 4. The track was changing a bunch, but all in all, I got a really good race car and a good balance. So I think as long as we make some similar adjustments to where we were last night, I mean, like I said, it's 70 laps, so it's a long race, but try to be there at the end.
Brandon Shepard's going to lead him to the green tonight in the Pittsburgher. James, back to you.
Yeah, one of the storylines heading in Eldora in a few weeks, the Thornton-Moran battle for the championship. Brandon Shepard, can he be the winningest all-time driver in the Dirt Track World Championship? He's tied with Freddie Smith with 5. Heat number 2, Summit Racing, heat number 2. It'll be Jonathan Davenport, the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. Outside, he won the Rush Late Model Series race last night. It'll be Carson Ferguson. He's looking for his first career win in the Lucas Oil Series. He's out of Lincoln in North Carolina. Row number 2 will be Daniel Hilsebeck. He's out of Erlenmeyer 122. And Josh Richards, the 1J out of Houston, Ohio, starts 4th. Row 3 will be Matt Costner. He's out of Ridgely, West Virginia. Clay Harrison, the 6th, out of Jupiter, Florida. Row 4 will be Alex Ferree, 23 times the winner here at Pittsburgh. He's out of Saxonburg in the Lynn Geisler 1C. And Colton Flinter, the 48 out of Allison Park. And John Garvin Jr., J4 out of Sarver, will start shotgun on the field. Well, Carson Ferguson has been close. He wins this race, he will start 3rd here tonight. Won the Rush Late Model race last night. That was $4K. Tonight they paid $10K. Trying to win his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series A main, and it would be worth $50K, but he's got to beat one of the best in the business, and Jonathan Davenport on the pole. The winner starts third. Top 4 advance at the Nutrien Solutions start zone underway in heat number 2 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Hilsebeck on the bottom. Ferguson. Here comes Josh Richards through the middle down the back straightaway. Richards down in front of Ferguson. Josh Richards running on the top tip. Throws it in the 1. Slides up the track. He'll leave Hilsebeck plenty of room. Oh, baby, it's sporty early on at Pittsburgh. Richards back to 4th. Out of turn number 2. Good run for Hilsebeck so far. Davenport right now a little bit better down the back straightaway. Here comes Carson Ferguson. He'll pull even with Hilsebeck into turn number 3. The 93 car, 4th at Brownstown last week. At up 5 last night. Here as he rolls up at turn number 4, back in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Hilsebeck. Richards runs in 4th. And now Matt Costner now takes his rocket to the bottom. Out of turn number 2, and Costner goes to the 4th spot. Richards a 2-time Pittsburgher winner, his favorite racetrack. As he comes out of turn number 4, Richards works the bottom. And right now, right there behind him, you saw Clay Harris in 6th. Battle there. 4th and final spot. Costner, Richards, Hilsebeck in front of them, but up front, 2 seconds, they make it 2.6 the advantage for Jonathan Davenport at 49. Corey Fosfed, the crew chief on that car, Cornet Power and Who this weekend. Look at this battle right here. Here comes Richards back on the bottom at 1. Once that sun goes down, it gets slick from top to bottom, and they can run over this half mile as they come out of turn number 2. Daniel Hilsebeck 3rd. Richards runs in 4th. Davenport right now on cruise control, dominates 3.3 with 3 to go. Josh Richards gets it back going on the bottom, and Richards now, he'll go to the 3rd spot in the 1. Costner now, Hilsebeck trying to hang on for 4th. Costner's got good grip on the bottom. Matt down the back straightaway, the Ridgely West Virginia drivers. Davenport's already off of turn number 4, 2 to go. He is putting them up and kicking them right now. 2 to go in this race for the 49 to start 3rd, the defending Pittsburgher winner. Out of turn number 4, the driver out of Blairsville, Georgia, down the main straightaway. A tough weekend at Brownstown last weekend. Right now, the Hellraiser Jacks, the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. Costner runs in 4th, Richards 3rd, Ferguson 2nd, and Jonathan Davenport is going to lead wire to wire in maybe 5 seconds. It was 4.8 last time around as he will take the checkers down the main straightaway. He has the win. We're waiting on Carson Ferguson. He is 2nd, 4.8 behind. Ferguson 2nd, Richards 3rd, 4th Costner. Wow. He means business tonight as he does each and every race, doesn't he? 4th, Matt Costner. 3rd, Josh Richards. 2nd, Carson Ferguson, as we'll go to the UNI scales to make it official. He is in the Nutrien Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet Metal. It is a Cornet under the hood of that Longhorn. Corey Fosfed, the crew chief, Tyler Bragg, Cole Perrine. For Lance and Darla Landers, Double L Motorsports. Your winner of heat number 2, he is out of Blairsville, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Superman Jonathan Davenport?
Jonathan Davenport clinging to hopes of being a 4-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion here at the end of this year, but he's got considerable ground to make up. James, you talked about it, the defending winner of this race last year. He led all 70 laps en route to the win. JD, you just won that heat race by almost 5 seconds. I don't know if you know that or not. Is that a testament to how good this car is tonight?
I sure hope so. I don't know. It didn't feel great there, but I guess it was pretty good. It's crazy you can come back to the same place and the same stuff you did last year don't work. So we had to go to work and change some things today, and hopefully we got our steering a little bit better. So I tried to run that last lap dead in the middle of the slick, and it felt okay there, but that's where the race is going to be won at. So yeah, we're going to go work on it some more and just say hello to everybody back home, and we're still in this thing. We ain't done yet.
He ain't dead yet, trying to become a back-to-back Pittsburgher champion out of Blairsville, Georgia. James, it's Superman Jonathan Davenport.
I swear he keeps that Eldora car in bubble wrap all year long, brings it out a couple of times. He'll bring it out for the Dirt Track World Championship. May need to bubble wrap the Pittsburgher car from last year, but right now he'll start 3rd here tonight. All right, it'll be cool at Thermotech heat number 3. The winner starts on the outside front row tonight. On the pole will be last night's winner, the 99. He's out of Dresden, Ohio. That is Devin Moran. And the 71, former winner of the Pittsburgher in 2021. It'll be Hudson O'Neal out of Martinsville, Indiana. Row 2 will be Corey Lawler. He's out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. Rick Eckert, he's in the Ellen Murray 2. He's out of York, Pennsylvania. Row 3 will be Greg Satterley. He's a two-time Pittsburgher winner out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. And 4 is Trent, the 101 Team Zero car out of Morristown, Tennessee. Row 4 will be Logan Zarin. The 1Z out of Hookstown, PA. And Doug Drown out of Worcester, Ohio, the 79. Row 5 will be Tommy Schoenhofer Jr. out of Pittsburgh. And A.J. Campbell in the 94 out of Bethel Park, PA. All right, 8 laps. Heading in an idea of the driver second, the points driver fourth. Moran and O'Neal. Donnie Moran won this race 3 times. The only other father-son combination is Hudson O'Neal and Don O'Neal. So Devin Moran trying to join his dad as a Pittsburgher winner. $50K tonight for the second year in a row. And right now, they're the outside of the front row. Here comes Moran and O'Neal at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. We are underway. I tell you, Moran over the last month has got it going on as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. How about Corey Lawler? Got his first ever Lucas Oil Heat Race win at Knoxville a few weeks ago. O'Neal works the outside in the 71 out of turn number 4, and Moran will lead lap 1 in 99. Got his 24th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series last night in that Clements powered entry. Meanwhile, here comes the 2 of Rick Eckert down the back straightaway. Rick Eckert, 3 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Satterley working the outside of the 22. Battle right here. O'Neal trying to hold off the 2. Meanwhile, Lawler comes under fire as Eckert's going to third. Lawler now Satterley, and here comes Logan Zarin. Logan Zarin makes it work down the back straightaway in the 1Z car. Satterley on the outside of his fellow Keystone State driver Corey Lawler. But right now Moran, last time around it was 1.4 this time. 1 lap shy of the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. It is 1.6 seconds the advantage for the Dresden, Ohio driver. Moran, O'Neal, Eckert, Lawler. As we work Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. Cross flags from Rob Penrod. 4 down, 4 to go. Lawler trying to hang on to that 4 spot at 93. Poncho Son at turn number 1 from York, Pennsylvania. Or Hanover, Pennsylvania. York, Pennsylvania runs in front of him, Rick Eckert. And they go into turn number 3. Satterley trying to get an up top, 5 down. 3 to go this time around. It is still Devin Moran in control. Here comes Satterley trying to get a run on that top into turn number 1. Satterley trying to make it stick out at 2. He gets the run down the back straightaway. He will take the 3rd spot. He made that look pretty easy as they hit it at turn number 3. As they'll have 6 down, 2 to go coming off of turn number 4. For the driver out of Dresden, Ohio, the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports entry. They will head to the Barron's Performance white flag, 1 lap to go. So it's setting up. If he crosses the UNO scales, UNO8 scales, okay. He'll be on the outside of the front row of Brandon Shepard. And there is the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go for the 99. Hudson O'Neal is 2nd. Rick Eckert is 3rd. Greg Satterley is 4th. Final lap. Devin Moran out at turn number 4. He will sit on the outside of row 1 for the Pittsburgher tonight as he'll take the checkered flag. 2nd spot is going to be Hudson O'Neal. 3rd, Rick Eckert. And 4th will be Greg Satterley. So the top 4 will go to the UNO scales to make it official. 4th, Greg Satterley. 3rd, Rick Eckert. 2nd, Hudson O'Neal, your winner. He's in the Big River Steel. Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hazen Services, Bomag, Millwood Plumbing, Anthony's Pizza. Pee Wee's Wrecker Service, Refuel Wellness, Red Oak Pub, Carsos Auto, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ibach, Phillips CPA, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Holland Haskell, Chuck Kimball, the crew chief, Dylan Klein, Nick Smith on the crew of the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn. With a Clements, the 99. He'll be on the outside front row. So the front row both looking for their first Pittsburgher win. How about it for the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio? Your winner, Devin Moran.
He got those 10 bonus points for setting fast time in his group, James. So he has got now, as we stand here, a 5-point lead in this Big River Steel chase for the championship presented by ARP. After last night, James, in his last 4 finishes here at Pittsburgh with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, he has not finished worse then second. 2 wins, 2 second-place finishes, and as you said, he will roll from the outside front row. This evening, the driver of the Double Down Motorsports Lazy Days RV number 99, Devin Moran, looking to become a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion for the first time. Dev pulls the helmet off. Devin, after setting fast time in your group, you have a 5-point lead now in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings. Any comfort at all in knowing that you control your own destiny now?
Definitely not. Not when you got Ricky Thornton that close, and obviously JD is going to be really, really good tonight as well. He always steps up his game on the big money night. So just we got to get good. We got good track position starting, but we just got to stay up there and manage our race a little bit and just keep her up front.
Devin Moran starting on the outside front row here tonight. James looking to get his first win in the Pittsburgher.
All right, DJ, thank you very much. The Race Car Engineering Pace Truck on the racetrack. Simpson Race Products seat number 4 is there. It'll be Mason Ziegler. He's in the 25Z out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. The 18D will be the big firm. That's Dalton Wilson. He's out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Row 2 will be Garrett Alberson out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. And Donald McIntosh, the Hooker Trekking Hard Charger, one night ago out of Dawsonville, Georgia in 79. Row 3 will be Dan Ebert. He's out of Lakeshore, Minnesota in 60. And Michael Leach, the 09. He's out of Sun River, Montana. Row 4 will be Ross Robinson. He's out of Georgetown, Delaware in his 50th year of racing alongside the 4 out of Greencastle, PA. It'll be Gary Stuhler. And row 5 will be Tyler Wyan out of Oil City, PA. And Ron Fink out of Cumberland, Maryland in the Easy 1. All right, final heat of the night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Rush Late Models coming up next. And they will have 4 heat races tonight. Then we'll be back for our B mains. Rush Late Model Dash, Rush B. And then we'll have the field set as we come out of turn number 4. Simpson Race Products heat number 4 at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Mason Ziegler and Dalton Wilson, the winner, starts 4th here tonight in the Pittsburgher. Mason Ziegler, look at the move on the bottom. Garrett Alberson made it stick. He drove it straight through into turn number 2 and takes the lead. Down the back straightaway, Ross Robinson, Dan Ebert, Dalton Wilson slip back now as they come out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway, Ebert's going to 3rd, Ross Robinson to 4th. So Wilson started on the outside front row, back to 5th. Robinson making it stick on the bottom, getting a run down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson right now in 58. Man, he had a good car last night. Finished in 4th as they head down the main straightaway. Garrett Alberson right now out in front, 0.5 of a second over Ziegler, Ebert, and Robinson. Donald McIntosh, first time here last night. Of course, he's a well-accomplished veteran driver, but this big half mile, this can be intimidating. But 21st to 7th, and all 24 starters finished the race. No attrition last night. Nobody dropped out. And McIntosh working the Gary Stuhler, Earl Pearson Jr. line out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson right now out in front in the Ken and Beth Roberts 58 car. He has had a breakout year, no doubt. He really got hot toward the middle into last year, but 4 wins this year in the Lucas Oil Series. Looking to be a title contender come 2026. They head down the back straightaway, Robinson and McIntosh, as we'll have at their Hellraiser Jacks halfway. We were there. We're going to have 5 down. This time around 3 to go. McIntosh and Robinson. They're going to be by a nose. Robinson has the spot. In the turn number 1, Ross way to the top shelf. On to turn number 2. Garrett Alberson still 0.7 of a second of a Ziggy. Here comes Ziggy working the bottom. Oh, man, Ziggy goes to the outside. He'll lose ground as he drifts up the racetrack. And Mason Ziegler, that might have cost him the victory. Meanwhile, battle back here side by side between McIntosh and Robinson. Ross has it by half a car length to the Barron's Performance. 1 lap to go. As they get into traffic behind the Easy 1. And that slip up by Ziegler as he lost ground as he comes out of turn number 4. You see him now several car lengths behind Garrett Alberson at the Barron's Performance. White flag, 1 lap to go. Still a terrific battle here. 79 and 7. Alberson's going to win. He's 1.5 ahead. Ziegler second. Ebert is third. Who's going to get the 4th and final transfer spot? The Georgetown, Delaware hot shoe out of turn number 4. There's Alberson with the win. Second is going to be Ziegler. Third is going to be Ebert. 4th is going to be Ross Robinson. Oh, The top 4 of the UNOA scales to make it official. They got close there, but Ziegler lost the nose of the car and drifted up the track, and he falls 1.7 behind, but he finishes second. Ebert third, Robinson finished fourth. And your winner, he is in the Low Voltage Solutions Incorporated, Mississippi Valley Transportation, Sunoco Race Fuels, Bill Stein Titan Racing Products, Nutrien Solutions, Bill Sports Shop, Dunright TV, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fertilizer Equipment Sales, Romer Machine, Donago Motorsports, Mitchell Rance, Zach Houston, the crew chief, Travis Hawkins, Chasen Luther, Danny Alberson on the crew of the Longhorn Clements for Roberts Racing in the 58. He'll start fourth tonight. Out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, how about a big round of applause for your Heat 4 winner, Garrett Alberson, DJ?
Weston's dad gets the win, yes, for the second night in a row in a Simpson Race Products heat race. 7 wins on the year for Garrett Alberson. We talked about it last night. He joked that maybe he's becoming a big track guy now. He picked up a pair of wins at Volusia there back earlier this year. Got his biggest career win at Volusia with $20,000. Also got a prelim win at Knoxville there a few weeks ago, James. And also has prelim wins at Lernerville and Florence as well. But he's going for a career record 50K here this evening. And he will start P4 tonight in the 70-lap Pittsburgher. Troy Shoe to be proud. He's got the left front wheel cover on the number 58. Garrett Alberson's going to take the helmet off. Trying to get it unhooked there. Good job. That was the hardest thing you had to do. That was the hardest thing you had to do, is get that helmet unhooked right there. Hey, you have limited experience on this racetrack, but you've run well here. Talk to me about the momentum at this place, man. This is a really high momentum racetrack. At least it seems that way from my vantage point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just a one big slick circle right there. Tricky to know. I mean, I think, top of 1 and 2 felt really fast, but 3 and 4 kind of hard to tell where to be at. We're still a little tight right there, so we still got some work to do. But yeah, just big shout out to Vinny and VG Performance. He's been working hard for us, and Sunoco Race Fuels, Mississippi Valley Transportation, Bill Stein Shock, Low Voltage Solution. Just thanks to them guys.
His helmet was the only thing slowing him down in that heat race. Garrett Alberson out of Las Cruces, New Mexico gets the win. And James, that's a wrap on the 4 heat races for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here this evening.
Great job, DJ. 2B mains coming up for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Rush Late Models Heats, Brian Spade on the call. Brian, take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, James. We're set to go with heat race number 1 coming out here onto the Speedway. And on the pole position will be the winner from last night, looking for $10,000 tonight after $4,000 last night, Carson Ferguson out of Lincolnton, North Carolina. 4 heat races will be run, and